Penis.
How's it going, everybody?
I have a popsicle.
You're a popsicle?
I have a popsicle.
I heard I am a popsicle. Clearly enunciated like
For
that.
everyone.
I am a popsicle.
There's some green beans over on the other side.
Yay! Green bean
Easy on those cheese
popsicle.
fats.
Maybe on this, that cheesecake was for everyone.
The ratio of cake to people is dwindling.
It's too many. I love how like he keeps passing the piece along, and then the person beside him gets the last piece, so he's just like perfectly excluded.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I could set the building on fire.
Okay, so those of you with PS3s, PSN Network, there's a cool flash sale on right now. You can get games
You
cheap.
can get mostly racing games. You can get stuff like Sega All-Star Racing Transform.
Well, here's the thing I found interesting about it was it's every once in a while they have these so-called flash sales, which are basically batches of games really cheap. Sometimes it'll be a bunch of PS2 games, sometimes it'll be a bunch of GTA games or whatever. In this case, the theme is racing games. So you look through and you got stuff like Burnout Crash, and you got MotorStorm Apocalypse for $5 and things like that. And then right smack dab in the middle, How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Well, because I think
It's racing, right?
Oh,
It's
okay.
a
racing.
section of it is Racing Dragons.
Yeah, it's dragon
Well,
racing.
I can understand that there might be a section of that, but I can't imagine the whole game would be that.
It's How to Train Your Panzer Dragoon Order.
No.
How to Train Your Panzer Dragon. There you go.
In F1 racing. Yeah, so anyway, check that out. I only had about not even $8 in my PSN wallet, so I grabbed MotorStorm Apocalypse and Burnout Crash. So, good times, good times.
Uh,
I was
And
disappointed with
welcome.
Burnout Crash.
Welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy. Yeah, I didn't realize until after it was already bought, paid for, and downloading that it's a top-down Burnout game.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a Burnout sim game where you control a bunch of elements to cause a lot of crashes, which is a neat idea. But I
Okay.
would have liked to drive a car in to
Yeah.
make a crash,
Yeah.
like every other Burnout
Like
game.
all the other Burnout games. Well, I'll give it a try. I mean, I certainly enjoy creating scenarios that result in chaos.
Well, I'm not saying it was a bad game. It's just something I wasn't expecting. I didn't really care for it.
Well, yeah. Exactly. Well, it's like when there was another a Blood Rain, like a third Blood Rain game as on PSN, well, and I guess Xbox. I think Xbox Live has it as well. And I was all excited, and it's a run and jump side-scrolling platform.
fucking fuck.
Like it's 2D side-scrolling platformer.
Hey, Fishnails,
But that said, it's actually a pretty good 2D side-scrolling platformer. But it's not what I was expecting, so I was kind of thrown for a loop at first.
Chris, if you want in on this, just shoot me a message. We'll give you a link.
Ugh, fucking kidding me?
No, he's allowed in. Fuck you.
No, I'm not talking about that too.
Jesus, Stout. Make people
God.
feel welcome, why don't you? Jerk.
I'm talking about how every other time I've bought something on the PlayStation Network with my PayPal account, it's never had an issue, and for some reason at this particular time, it is having an issue.
Why won't you add money to your wallet?
Yeah.
You have to add the money to the wallet first.
I know, I did that. I did
Okay.
that. I was
It'll only-
worried that I didn't put in the right password, but I went and checked my PayPal, and it took money out twice, actually.
Oh, awesome.
So, that's...
Now you have thousands of dollars in your PSN wallet.
No, the problem
you can
is
buy
that
so many games.
it came up with a message saying that, like, the thing has been credited or whatever, but because of the authorization process that is required, it might take a while to authorize and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Confirm purchase. And so I click confirm purchase, and it just sits there for a minute or two, and then says error occurred.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
buy
that's
all,
what it's supposed to do, so I guess we're all okay.
I buy all my PSN games and stuff off the website.
Okay.
I don't trust using the actual system itself to buy games.
Yeah.
So I use the website, and then once I'm done buying all the games I want, I go back and do a mass download of everything that I bought.
Oh, I
There
see.
we go.
See,
Finally
the thing I've had a problem with is it seems that the website doesn't quite list everything. Like, for example, I was wanting to get Fatal Frame 3 to
I'm sorry.
okay.
But the second you started talking right after I said, like, oh, good, it went through. And my PS3 crashed.
Oh. I find it often does that right when I click and checkout.
This is like,
Checkout.
and check out.
Like, well, I guess you really don't want my money then. Fine. What was I going to say? Yeah, like, for example, I was looking for Fatal Frame 3. I was skimming through the website because, quite frankly, it scrolls faster than the actual store.
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of, sometimes. But, the hell? Oh, burnout completed. Never mind. And certain games I was looking for, I knew were there, but they weren't showing up in the listing anywhere. And then I would go on just the store, and there they were. So, I'm wondering, I did get Fatal Frame 3 in the end. I do have the original trilogy now.
If you're looking for something specific, you just got to know what the title is, and you just type it in.
Well, that was the thing. Like, I searched for Fatal Frame, and it only brought up the first two. And I was like, what the hell? I know you have the third one. I've seen it there.
Yeah. They just don't have it anymore?
No, they do. They just didn't list it in the store on the website.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's if you go directly to the store through your PS3, then it is. So.
I've never used the web interface. But I've always had problems with ordering through the fucking PS3. Always.
Really?
Since forever.
I mean, I find it works fine. Oh my god! But if you, okay, I made the biggest mistake during my last big PSN binge, and did not. I placed 2 massive orders of about $50 worth of games, and forgot to click download all, and so I had to go in to the list of downloads and download them individually.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were like packs that included the core game and all the DLC in one like discounted package.
God.
So, for example, the Pac-Man one, Pac-Man Championship. Have you seen how many actual files that is?
A lot. Yeah.
There was that, and I downloaded was a Pure Chess. There's a shit ton of add-ons for that, and yeah, and that wouldn't have been so bad. I mean, it would have been happily go download. You know, like most things will let you do. But this was like download, and then scroll. Screen goes blank, and then back to the top of the list. Like, fuck. Scroll down to where I was, try to remember which part I was on, download that one, and then goes blank, back to the top of the list again. I'm like, god damn it, am I going to have to do this for every single one of these 50 downloads? Simple answer, yes. Yes, you do.
Here's the hint for the folks. He did.
It literally took me about 2 hours just to get all of the downloads going. And
I'm gonna sound like a dick for saying this now.
Yeah.
I should have told you earlier.
Click download all.
No. There is a send to PS3 download option on the website. You can go to a list of all your downloads. You can just go start download on your PS3, and if your PS3 is on, it'll start download.
Motherfucker. So basically saying,
Send to
yes,
the
actually,
system
Sean, there is an easier way to do that.
Actually, Sean, you're an idiot.
Like I said, I was going to sound like a dick for saying that.
Well,
I'd like to say at least I was watching a movie or something while I was doing that, but I don't think I was. I was thinking I was just sitting there suffering for 2 hours, cursing and bitching at the screen. And hello, Chris.
Hello, Sean, and everybody.
Hey, Chris.
I have to say about that whole situation.
How all you been? Been way too friggin' long.
Good. I took your advice and ordered those Godzilla Blu-rays. Toot sweet.
Oh, did you?
Yes, the ones
So
I
we're
know you
crazy,
already
man.
have. Cause yeah. So I'll be getting those sometime soon.
I better see a review for those soon.
Oh yeah, there'll be at the very least there'll be an update.
That'll be.
Reviews of all the individual Godzilla ones, but there will be lots of horror ones
Far
this
too
year.
friggin' behind on my. I actually just got done shooting a bunch of videos 3 hours ago.
Awesome.
That's why the chair's behind me.
I've gotten I see the puppets there.
There's no place to put him. He just kind of lounges.
He's saying, hey, instead of staring at you.
The only time he's not sitting in the chair, I have my hand up his ass. There's
you
no
go.
in between.
So
Smile.
So
wide
like when you go to bed, do you have to put a blanket over?
It looks
him?
like the problem is when I'm talking to people on Skype and I have my webcam on, people are like, "This is like a real life version of Five Nights at Freddy's." He's just staring. He's creepy.
Yeah, you gotta put a blanket over him to sleep so he's not staring at you.
It's surprisingly fucking creepy.
What was that creepy doll that Kramer was terrified of? Or not Kramer, Jerry? It was Kramer's doll. Like Mr.
Mr.
Marbles or
Marbles.
something. Mr. Marbles, that's who it was.
Yeah. You hear him like clicking, clacking in the night.
Jerry kept hearing him like running around in the middle of the night and giggling, and it's like, Mr. Marbles. So yeah, speaking of getting caught up, I've gotten as far as separating all of my recent acquisitions into individual piles on the floor behind me, each pile representing the subject of one video, and then I will eventually get to that. So I've got enough for seven or eight videos.
I've been watching you and I've known you for so long. I collect just as much as you do. I can never get to your level of collection.
I don't know. I would say you're getting pretty close
I see another Zeronite Rack video, it's like, God damn it, it's like a penis contest. I'm going to look at his background. I be like, my God, he's amazing. Like,
my collection used to be bigger actually at one point.
Dude, you've got shit on top of shit. Like,
oh yes.
There's no organization.
Not only does he have shit on top of shit, but he's got shit in front of shit.
He does.
I'm always stuffed inside of other shit.
And like, just
What's
like
really
him,
funny
I'm always selling shit when I need money, and yet he doesn't say.
I do the same. And like, where was the dent in the collection? Yeah, I know. It's like, did you actually sell things? Oh yeah, I sold a pile of things.
I actually had more than him for the longest time. Now his collection's like twice the size of mine.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him to catalog
He's the
it.
king, man. He crowned
where
the
is it?
motherfucker.
That shelf in the shadows there is double rows now. That's the shelf I built while I was drunk.
I still envy you for having that friggin' Invader Zim box set. I still have
you
that.
have thousands of others.
Every time I find that on eBay for like $100, I'm like, God damn it, I wish I had the money.
Actually, I was looking around, looking at, just checking on Amazon to see what Nowhere Man was going for. It's a set I picked up. It's an Image Entertainment set I picked up a while back. 1-season series, great show, very underrated. Conspiracy theory, going out on the run, things going on, people trying to kill them and stuff. It's really, really good stuff. Very Twin Peaksy and prisonery, and a little bit of Fugitive in there too. But anyway, because I was thinking, hey, I'd love to get other people this set because it's such a great show that nobody's seen. And I remember at the time, I bought it when it came out, it was like $75. I was like, wow, it's such an expensive set. But it's Image Entertainment, they're always expensive, and their stuff is totally worth it. They do a good job.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah. Very, like, I've been a fan of their stuff since their Laserdisc days. Like, they did all the best Laserdiscs out there. Like, they're one of the top companies for Laserdisc. And so I look on Amazon. It's currently going for, like, starting at $176. I'm like, what? So apparently it went out of print when I wasn't looking, and
Image stuff tends to go out of prison.
So that will be a gift to no one.
It tends to come out of prison, yes.
Hey, they'll go out of business one day. I don't know.
I don't know.
I must
Image has
ask.
Kind of lost quality in the last like 8 years or so.
I haven't really paid much attention. They haven't released much that has sort of caught my eye.
They merged with Micro. That's why I did.
Okay. Other than the Twilights on Blu-rays, obviously.
That's a great. I got to get my hands on that.
I got to get the rest of them. One of my fans.
The Dick Van
Dyke
Show complete series set.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
I'd like to get the other ones that came out recently, like I Love Lucy and The Honeymooners.
Yeah, CBS did those.
Andy Griffith as well. Yeah.
I'll probably get The Honeymooners first because that's actually a complete series because it didn't run for very long.
That's true. Yeah, it's the classic 39.
I'm worried that like Andy Griffith and Lucy will end up like that 70s show where they just discontinue it so early. They only made 2 seasons of that 70s show, and that always disappoints me.
Well,
those transfers were great.
That was Mill Creek. Has that been officially discontinued? Do we know that for sure?
Well, I mean, I work with Mill Creek,
limbo?
and they haven't made any formal announcements of like future releases. I honestly think they just because after the second season they made a complete series set on DVD and there haven't been any updates. So
Yeah.
I guess they've just abandoned it. I think it's just too cost effective.
Maybe. I mean, cost prohibitive.
Yes. I'm barely awake right now.
That's it. Oh, don't
I've
talk
been
to me
working
about
my
barely
ass
awake.
off making all these videos.
I've had 3 hours of sleep. I had to pick up Rosie at 9 a.m. This morning I had no money, so basically I had to walk to Annetta's, which is, I thought it was a half-hour walk. Apparently I completely misremembered that, and it was an hour-long walk, so I ended up getting there a half hour later than when she wanted me there, and got, the glare of death for that.
Yeah.
And then basically spent the day, with Rosie, which was awesome. So we walked back to my place, went and got a payday loan so I could actually enjoy the weekend, and then, so everything's going well. So then we basically went shopping, got a pile of groceries, got a few things from the bargain bins, and then went out for Chinese food.
You're a good dad then. Chinese
Well,
food
we
is a
checked
great
it.
way to spend time.
The main thing we did, we checked out all the stores, not even really buying much, but mostly just to check out the Halloween stuff. Did buy a couple of things, which I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Actually, got a few effects for the Halloween display. Effects.
You mean like the
things.
one in the top right corner?
Yeah. What? Where?
The friggin'
That's from last year. I still have last year's Halloween display up. I just never took it down because I kept meaning to do more horror reviews, and I was going to do them over there.
No, it's because it's Halloween every day in the
Well, and that too.
Halloween every day.
That's right.
I'll spoil my pickup. Has anyone seen or picked this one up yet?
I held that exact
Not
edition in my hands today. Is that the Steelbook?
It is. Well, the metal pack if you
Or
want
the
to be
metal pack?
technical. Roaring
Is it,
and everything.
Guessing it was a Best Buy there?
No. I actually have a funny story about this. It was supposed when it was on Blu-ray.com, it was supposed to be a Target exclusive at the time, but then it turned out like Barnes & Noble and Best Buy and other places were going to get it, so it wasn't exclusive anymore. So I called Target the day before the release date on Tuesday to go pick it up, because much like you, the walk to Target is an hour away from my house, so I have no car right now and not a lot of money, so I had to walk there to get it. So I called them and I say, hey, you're gonna have the Godzilla metal pack, I'd like to pick that up. And they say, let me check the database. They do a whole spiel like, yeah, we're gonna have that, it's gonna be about $29.99. I go, okay, do you have like a pre-order or something? They say, well, we don't have them in store, so we can't do a pre-order, but I'm sure if you come here early, you can get a copy. But here's where
got them over a wiki.
They tell me this, that if I get there early and it opens at 8, so to me it's like, okay, I gotta wake up at 6, get ready by 7, and then get out the door at 7 so I can get there at 8. I do just that. I get there, the store's not carrying them, and the employee's like, we don't know what you're talking about. We don't have a metal pack. And it's like, oh, great. Well, what they told me was this. You could try the other stores, and conveniently, this plaza is right next to a Barnes & Noble and a Best Buy. Barnes & Noble opens at 9, the Best Buy opens at 10. So I had to wait an hour for Barnes & Noble to open, only to find out they don't have it. So then I have to wait another hour for the Best Buy to open, only to find out they don't have it. And then I got a call from my brother who was shopping telling me that his FYE had 2 of them. And so he just bought me one, and I had to walk all the way home without
After all that.
It wasn't a total loss because I did pick this up in its place until I
got the limited edition of that, actually.
Yeah, I need to. I saw the limited edition in stores. Well, actually, only in HMV
Really
today.
cheap, $15.
Well, not that one. I'm not talking about the digital. I'm talking about the limited edition of the Slimer bust.
Yeah.
It's
on its way.
It was at HMV for $143. I was like, yeah, no.
Amazon for $90, and it was on Turner Classic Movies for $30 shipped.
Yeah. So I did hold the digibook in my hand, and I do plan to pick it up at some point. The budget for movies just really wasn't there today, so I didn't really buy much.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly just food and
Food's good.
food is good.
That's a good
Food and a little bit of splurging on Halloween decorations. So.
Oh, sweet! I just realized Tuesday the Halloween box set should be here. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cuddle that.
I'm seeing reviews of like friends of mine who got the damn thing. All I got was friggin' Generation 1 My Little Pony and Beast Machines from Shout Factory.
Oh, Beast Machines.
I haven't watched these yet. But
That's fun.
reviews.
Beast Machines is good.
I watched Beast Wars, but I've never actually seen Beast Machines.
Oh,
so
you're in for a treat.
What's interesting is they shipped the Halloween early. People who got them early.
Well, this doesn't come out till I think September 30th. If I remember the press release. I don't remember.
Well, no, that's normal. Like for review copies, I mean, to be sent out.
Oh yeah, of course. The Shout Factory sends them so early.
Shout Factory released the pre-orders already, and people already got their pre-orders.
Oh,
box set.
Well, that's just Shout Factory being nice to their pre-order people. But I was going to say, I was just going to say, Beast Machines, yes, very good. It's a lot darker than Beast Wars. It's a much darker story, and very much like Beast Wars was, but even more so, a continuing story as well. So it's pretty heavy continuity in it, which is good.
It'd be nice if I never got around to picking up the Beast Wars DVDs, so I can't like properly refresh my memory. Except that I liked it. I liked Beast Wars because it's what got me into Transformers in the first place. Oh
yeah, Beast Wars was awesome. I think it's one of the best written Transformers shows ever.
It was really funny. Have you seen the new Godzilla movie? I don't remember.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Damn it! I don't know if it's technically a spoiler or not, but
I missed it in theaters. I've basically been waiting for the Blu-ray. My work schedule just prevented me from getting.
Well, the Blu-ray is good. I wish it had deleted scenes, but it's still a Blu-ray. Because apparently Akira Takarada from the original film had a cameo that was deleted, and there's no section for that anywhere. That kind of bothers me. Yeah, that's what bothers me. How do you?
What about the 3D version though? Like it doesn't.
No versions of it have deleted scenes. It's not on any edition.
Well, fuck.
That's why I didn't really opt for the 3D version. I just got this because first of all, I don't have a friggin' 3D TV, let alone money to buy one.
See, I fully intend to buy one at some point, and. So I do tend to buy the 3D version.
I buy them when if the price is right. Like I bought the 3D Lego Movie, but that was because it was a collector's edition.
It had a lot of extra packaging and stuff with it, so that was cool.
But I mean, I think Godzilla was post-converted though, if I'm not mistaken. Was that post-converted?
I don't think so. Because all I know is when Skinslip got back from the seeing in 3D, he was just raving about the quality.
It was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons.
Wasn't post-conversion.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I specifically wanted to get the 3D version was because I trust Skinslip's evaluation.
Well, 3D version. I don't like
3D, so if I like the 3D,
let me tell you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a big fan of 3D movies, so if I'm like, the fucking 3D's good, you know it's good. I mean, that's just how it works.
It sounds hipster or some shit, but I can't pull out the extra dough to see 3D movies. I'm so poor, I walked to my theater at 8 a.m. so I could see the morning showings of movies.
The
just so I could save $5.
Showing.
I walked to see Guardians because I wanted to get it for a very low price.
Yes. Well,
save $5.
Yeah, when Rosie and I went to see Guardians, we went to a 3 p.m. show, so like a late afternoon or mid-afternoon matinee show. It still wasn't cheap because it's fucking Guardians, and we wanted to see it in 3D, and they knew people would charge for it. I thought it was pretty good. you know, it was noticeable. I mean, it's not like as full of gags as you know, things flying out of the screen at you as, say, a horror movie might be, but it definitely helps to.
Jingling oranges.
Yeah, exactly. The guy with the paddle ball.
I'd buy that.
Yeah, well, actually, you can. House of Wax with Vincent Price in 3D has the guy with the paddle ball.
Or, of course,
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D.
Well, there you go.
Hey, let's not forget about Jaws 3.
Well, and Jaws 3.
I was just gonna Jaws 3D.
Did they reissue that in actual 3D?
I don't
Not
think
yet.
so.
Not yet.
No,
'Cause
still-
that's the weird thing about watching that movie now is because all the 3D shots are really awkward.
See, you know what I want to see in get a Blu-ray 3D release would be Space Hunter: Adventures in the Forbidden Zone.
I want Treasure of the Three Crowns in 3D, but that ain't gonna
Basically, I want all the movies that were released theatrically in the 80s in 3D to get Blu-ray 3D releases.
I was actually surprised that Frozen wasn't given a 3D Blu-ray,
Yes.
considering Disney loves whoring that out.
That's because they want to fucking milk you later.
Yeah. They'll
Oh, you think they're gonna reissue it in 3D later?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Was it in 3D in theaters?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah,
That's what shocked so many people when the Blu-ray was announced because there was no 3D equivalent. They were like, "What?"
All right. So I do have the best Blu-ray then. All right. I still haven't actually seen it.
Oh, really?
I saw it. It's pretty good.
Needless to say, Rosie loves it.
She has good taste,
Yeah.
but that's because she comes from good genes.
Well, this is true. This is true.
Don't stroke his ego.
No,
I have every
keep
right
stroking.
to,
Keep
Brandon.
stroking.
Keep stroking. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Almost there.
Without him, there's no me, so I wouldn't even be here. I will stroke his ego for as long as I can.
There you go.
Oh, God.
And I have no problem with that.
Awkward.
No problem with a little stroking from another man.
Little balls work the shaft.
This just got awkward. Good Lord.
It's
Yeah,
insanity. Come on.
that's right.
So,
I don't think there's a standard here.
I wanted to show. I told Sean about this, but I wanted
Down
to show
speaks.
you guys what I picked up this week. As some of it's falling down now. All right, picked
Is
up
this
Duckman
going to
seasons
the-
1 and 2.
What the hell? What is going on? Hold on a second. There we go. Okay.
Duckman seasons 1 and 2. And
Yes.
4.
Great show.
Great show, and that's a great set.
I watched it
Both
when I
for
probably
under
was allowed
$30
to.
total.
Yeah.
So, pretty good deal.
That if you like your humor kind of inappropriate and a little bit raunchy, Duckman is your man.
I watched
Essentially,
so loved
I was
it.
just saying to Stout, it was essentially like the Family Guy of its day. It was really the only raunchy cartoon on TV at the time. I mean, we had The Simpsons at the time still, but Duckman was definitely edgier, and it has this wonderful look and feel. We were talking about it the other day, of like an alternative press graphic novel. You know, it just has this really unique art style to it, and yeah, and you can't beat Jason Alexander as the voice of the main character.
I argue that Duckman had better writing than Family Guy.
Well, I don't know. I'd say better. I might say on par.
I don't know.
Wow,
Maybe I'm just cynical. I don't know.
cynical bastard.
I got 4 more things.
Okay, more things.
I
It's
did
show and
not,
tell.
I did
It
not
is.
have the money for the whole Alfred Hitchcock set, and I didn't. If I remember correctly, they come in like sleeves, kind of like the Indiana Jones set does.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't too into that, so I figured they're all individual releases now, so I'll just get the 4 that I really want right now. Vertigo.
Awesome
There
movie.
was no
Awesome movie.
The Birds.
Awesome movie.
Shadow of a Doubt.
Never seen it.
Awkwardly enough, these 3, probably because they're really well-known Hitchcock movies, these 3 had ultraviolet codes. Shadow of a Doubt did not.
Ah,
It's the same set of releases, but for whatever reason, this one doesn't have a UV code.
Nobody cares about that one.
You didn't pick up one of the greatest Hitchcock movies ever, Rope.
I didn't get that one yet. No.
Ah, it's my favorite Hitchcock movie ever. Rope is one of the
I
best.
also got.
It looks like it's shot in one shot.
Yes,
You
it's
can be
brilliant. I
proud of me,
love that
Chris.
movie.
Oh, really?
Hey, yeah, join the club. Join the club.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I will be in that
4K.
club soon.
4 K, man.
It will be literally the third time I have bought Ghostbusters on Blu-ray.
Hey, you can't have enough copies of Ghostbusters.
You can't. I have.
Maybe it's not.
Well,
Sean,
okay.
you have the friggin' Criterion Laserdisc.
Well, yes, I was going to say, get this. So I have the Criterion Laserdisc. I've got the DVD 2-pack. I've got the original Blu-ray release. I've got the 4K Blu-ray release. I have owned it on VHS in the past. And a couple weeks ago, Rosie and I still went to the theater to see it on the big screen for the 30th anniversary re-release.
I wish the theater was playing it. So, like, the only thing my theater is going to be playing Gone with the Wind next month.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know
That's
why.
interesting.
Is there an anniversary or something?
Probably.
Some theaters just do second-run stuff occasionally.
Mine only occasionally does. But
Yeah.
yes, Rope is I think, was it you, Brandon, that said that about Rope being in one shot?
It looks like it's one shot. It's actually
It is one shot.
It is not. It is actually, I believe it was 5 10-minute takes.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, I've always been a big fan of, like, because Rope is based on a play. I don't know if it's the same name, but some of my all-time favorite movies are the ones that are like plays on film. Like two of my all-time favorites are Glengarry Glen Ross and My Dinner with Andre, two of the greatest films.
I love My Dinner with Andre.
My Dinner with,
Check
it's
out,
so brilliant. It's a
Secret
movie
Honor.
about a conversation.
I have that on Laserdisc.
I wanted to get the
Yeah,
Criterion
Secret
DVD.
It's a play
Yeah, I want to
by
get
Robert Altman.
Really?
I want to see a one-shot movie with new Russian art. Is
Actually,
Yeah,
if you want to see,
Shark's all in one shot. Yeah.
if you want to see a true one, Russian Ark is one. Another one that I love and nobody seems to have ever heard of is one called Time Code,
Oh,
I've
Time
heard
Code.
of that.
I know
That's,
Time Code.
Which
Salma
is-
Hayek is in that, right?
which is actually 4 simultaneous single takes running in tandem.
Yep.
Split screen. The whole movie is split screen.
That's the movie where, like, you can use your DVD remote to select certain parts.
You can do that You can do that in the extras, not for the main feature.
Something like that. My uncle had a movie like that. I guess that's what you're talking about.
But yeah, in the extras you can select like one of the 4 and just pay attention to that one. And it's interesting doing that too because you pick up on little bits of the story that you don't get in the main feature because that's kind of pushed aside for something else that's happening at the time.
Seems I'm summoned. I shall
We're
return.
summoned. Alrighty.
Shit.
What are you playing there, Skinslip?
I'm playing Tiny Barbarian XD.
Oh,
DX,
okay.
excuse me.
It's
So one of my brother's
very
friends.
Castlevania-esque.
Yeah.
I made a post.
Hard.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, what? Stout?
I made a post about I Know What You Did Last Summer, and about how stupid the plot is, right? And one of my brother's friends, Jeff, posted any movie where a Big Bang Theory cast member. Oh, this is a spoiler, by the way. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Damn it!
I haven't seen it,
You
but you
don't
already
know who it is, so whatever.
but you already spoiled a lot of it with your post.
Any movie where a Big Bang Theory cast member gets stabbed in the jaw with a big fish hook is a masterpiece to me.
Well, there you go.
There, I've officially spoiled everything for you. Just
Everything in the entire movie. Honestly, that one I didn't care too much. But
You'll see it anyways. You know you will.
well, and from your description, I was like, oh, well, that's kind of a foregone conclusion, I would think.
God, what's this game?
Who's trying to kill us? It couldn't be that random drunk guy we ran over when we were drunk.
My favorite part about that movie is they hide the body. It's like 3 a.m. Nobody's on the fucking road. Just drive away. There's no elaborate way to get rid of the
In
body.
the process of hiding the body, they discover he's still alive.
Ah. Let's kill him again.
Who could be trying to kill us? Could it be that guy that we didn't kill that we thought we killed?
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, what the fuck game?
I actually didn't forgot that Johnny Galecki was in it.
How am I
Well,
supposed to
now
do
I
that?
know who gets killed.
You would have known when you saw the credits and you just put the names together.
No.
I
Dale
forgot to
says,
ask you
still
about
sad Sean missed E.T. in theaters. Well, I'm not that sad, because I did see it in theaters when I was 10, when it was originally in theaters. And that was my first time seeing it, so I mean, nothing will ever top that experience. But, you know, no biggie. I mean, I've got it on Blu-ray and Blu-ray and DVD, and Rosie and I will definitely be checking it out for the Halloween season this year.
Just while I still think of the movie.
I just answered that question, Jail, but you probably haven't got the message yet because of the delay. But yes,
Stoud?
I'm actively preparing to watch E.T. for Halloween. Well, sometime around Halloween.
Don't forget, Sean. I won't let you forget.
So you can sleep easy, knowing that I will be watching E.T. again and doing.
The clothing store.
How do I even beat this guy?
Oh, I didn't get it. What was it?
We talked about this because this is the scene that I've told Sean about many times.
Yeah, see, this is the scene that I would watch the movie for, just to watch this legendary scene that Cass has always told me about.
Well, do you remember the big obvious staircase that she walked down to before the killer started chasing her? And then she starts like hiking her way up like the dumb elevator or the dumb waiter thing.
Yes.
Dumb elevator.
She's like
Dumb elevator. Instead of the stupid escalator.
Meanwhile, the killer's taking a stop, slow stroll up the stairs.
Yeah, I know. Because that was the thing, was I watched it with a bunch of people.
Oh, no.
You watched it with 100 people?
Can I please get a GIF of Stoudman running in place? Like that. So just make a fucking unlisted video, and I just it'll be like chicken and waffles all over again.
I full screened him for you there, so.
Shit.
Chicken and waffles.
No,
Oh, shit. Hold on.
He unplugged his head.
Stout.
And that's why Stout sucks.
Stout's awesome, man. You know, Stout, do you know that people still come to me shouting chicken and waffles?
Really?
I'm not even kidding. There are still people that quote that to me.
I remember it into my head.
I remember
I
Crate
can't
Dragon
ever
with
get
a
it
top
out now.
hat. That's all I remember. I don't remember why we came up with the fucking why it happened. I don't
The
remember.
Crate Dragon with the top hat.
Yeah, and next thing you know, chicken and waffles happened.
That was the
amazing.
Well, chicken and waffles was just, if I remember the context, Mia was talking about some like recipes, and all of a sudden Stout's just going, chicken and waffles! It's amazing! He forgot he was recording, and I begged him that he give me that recorded, and then I made that the what was it called? Super mega something. That stupid animation collection I did, which I then in turn made into my
lamination show.
The only thing I like besides chicken and waffles from that thing was Highball, because that's the only other thing.
I was just gonna say Highball.
That's the only other one that people come to me about. They go, Highball. I don't know what the
Chicken and waffles. I still randomly do chicken and waffles. I did it to my ex, and she was like, "What?" I'm like, never mind.
That's the thing I
Sorry.
did with some Skype friends.
You won't understand. It's
I'm sorry. I forgot. You weren't there for.
I think the Crate Dragon thing came from wasn't it something that you and Stout wrote for Geeky, a short film? Making fun of the Blu-ray.
I was gonna say it was probably around the time there was a kerfuffle about the Crate Dragon.
I drew a Crate Dragon, and I don't remember why there was a top hat on it, but it just
because Justin's wore it and said you have to make him look classy. And you put a top hat on him. I told you to put a monocle on him because he's not classy without a monocle.
Yeah.
So that's how that fucking happened. I
And
remember
we
that.
just put a top hat on him just for fuck it.
You're classy now.
Classy motherfucker.
Hey, one of the most religious
I think I
things
still
ever.
have it on file somewhere on my 1
I want a
terabyte.
copy of that. I don't have it
If
anymore.
I have it, I'll fucking give it to you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Have some fun with it.
I'll be right back. I require a beverage.
I'll put it on the back of my. I'll put it on the end of my videos. Speaking of
For some
waffles,
reason, I could totally picture the puppet saying "chicken waffles," which I will now put on just to annoy people.
Chicken waffles.
lovely. No, I'm kidding.
It's amazing.
There we go. It's like old times.
Amazing. Speaking of waffles.
I could do that part pretty well still, but the others. The chicken and waffles.
No.
It'll
Speaking of
never be as
waffles.
good as it was.
Brandon, do you know how much this fucking thing cost me?
A couple $100.
$250 to be exact, but yes,
Yeah.
a couple hundred.
I know they're expensive. They're handmade.
They are, but I hope he was worth it for that friggin' video I did.
You're happy about it, and that's all that matters.
So, well, thank you.
You give this shit when no one else thinks. They've all
Well,
gone to hell.
if I'm gonna spend, like an investment, if I'm gonna spend $250, I might as well at least make something
No.
like it back.
You wouldn't have invested in your happiness. If you were happy, you've succeeded in your investment.
Good point. I do like him. He's fun. But then again, who else can say they have a puppet that looks like them? Except for maybe Jim Henson.
Yeah.
But then again, he had several. He's got a stout puppet, but Brandon's trademark and everything would be a fantastic puppet.
I mean, my beard.
Yeah,
I would
exactly,
make it a beard with
bearded
glasses.
puppet
It would
man.
be a talking beard with glasses. That's what it would be.
Excellent.
But it would be
Makes it
awesome.
happen.
I'd totally buy one if
Really
I had the
makes it
money.
happen.
You say, look, man, the guy's very nice. He's an Etsy dealer. Fucking, his eyebrow is missing. Where the fuck?
Give me his information actually.
Hell yeah. As soon as I find my fucking puppet's eyebrow.
Well, that's not good.
Oh, no, it turns up. It's very easy to spot. It's black. It falls off because the adhesive. It's behind the chair.
It's Gorilla Glue.
I'll pick it up later. At least I know where it is. Let me get that Etsy dealer. I believe his name is Passion for Puppets. Oh, there he is. He's
It's like, at least I know where it is. I'll get it later. That's totally.
Yeah,
Good
I'm gonna
idea.
bookmark this shit.
That's totally a what, Stout?
That's totally the kind of thing I do. It's like,
Whoa, whoa,
I'll
whoa.
get it later.
Cyber 6 just agreed to pay for my
Oh,
puppet
there we go. That's
Holy
what I'm talking
crap.
about.
first.
There you go. That's the link.
Okay.
He makes some really awesome stuff. Conveniently, he was in Arizona, so it only took a day for it to get here after it was finished.
Azarona. My Sharona.
Wow, this is
Sound like a
puppet,
snap.
man.
Yeah, he's great. They're as close to Muppet as they legally can. That's the best way to describe it. 'Cause, they don't have that Muppet theme that Jim Henson trademarked.
Cyber
Because,
6.
what's that?
Cyber 6 said he'd totally buy a skin suit puppet. I'm like, get on it. I'm like,
Everybody
RPO
should.
box.
Everybody should just get a personalized
It's
Muppet.
funny.
Have our own little
Hold
electric
on
company
a second.
family. God damn it. Hold on.
The electric company.
It's funny because I was just thinking the other day, Chris, of when you did the musical number intro for your review of the Muppets, the recent movie, and it immediately got flagged, and you're like, "What the hell?" But isn't it a parody? I'm like, technically it was a cover. I don't think they like those.
The best thing about having my third-party partnership nowadays, I don't have that problem anymore. I can make covers and parodies all I want. I don't get flagged anymore.
I remember
it's a real relief.
I felt bad because that really sucked. Because you had clearly put a shit ton of effort into that intro,
Thank you.
and it was great.
I would
It was
like
really
to
well
think,
done.
I would like to think the one I did for the new Muppets Most Wanted was a little harder to do because of this guy right here.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen that one yet.
He was not cheap,
I can imagine. Yeah.
but he is great.
So did you get him made? for
I
you?
did. It's an Etsy dealer who makes puppets for. Well, I guess you could say a living. He gave me a solid price of $250, which is apparently the cheapest they can be made for.
Yeah.
And the guy, like, when I gave it to him, and this happened the same time when I made the, when I had this, I actually have it right here, the stop motion figure of me for the Nightmare retrospective. We're doing a Nightmare Before Christmas retrospective this year.
Nice.
So we're gonna have like a stop motion opening segment.
Motion.
Yeah, but with that one,
That's why I imagine you've started work on it now.
Well, yeah. Well,
stop
I mean,
motion takes forever.
I had the puppet made last year, but because it took so long, I just put the thing on hiatus for next year, so I'd have a little more equipment to
There
do it
will always
properly.
be another Christmas.
Yes. But so that he cost $450, something like that, if I remember correctly. But he's made of different materials. That makes sense.
Really?
Well, I mean, he's foam and
more.
wire and plasticine, so he's a little more expensive.
I was gonna see.
But both these times when I asked the artists, I would send them drawings of what I wanted with a picture of what I actually look like. And both times I did this, the artist came back to me saying, nobody really does this for us, but they actually sent us a drawing. Why wouldn't they? Isn't that the idea? To give you a design to work off of? A blueprint?
This is what I would like. Yeah, it just kind of seems like common sense.
Well, then it hit me. A lot of people don't have common sense.
Well, no, they don't.
It lacks in social skills. The biggest problem with this, well, not really a problem, a minor inconvenience is that, like, when I bought him, his intention was just for the Muppet video, but I love him so much that I purposely write him into other videos as a sidekick. Like, he's in the new Ghostbusters video. We do a word for word nod to the library scene, which I hope people think is funny.
Yes.
But the biggest, because he's a glove puppet, instead of like the two wire rods.
Right.
Means to properly operate him, you need another person, and there isn't always somebody willing to do that for me. So usually he's just lone-handed.
Right. Yeah. I remember,
pretend.
Actually, I have one of Jim Henson's final interviews, television interviews before he passed away.
Was that on the Arsenio Hall show?
Yes, it was on the Arsenio Hall show, and it wasn't his absolute last appearance, I don't think. There might have been a couple more after that, but it was definitely one of the last. And I remember he came on, I actually have this one on tape, and he, well, I digitized it now, but anyway, he came on with Ralph the dog, and Ralph had his other arm in a sling. And at one point, Arsenio asks him, Ralph, what happened to your arm? Why is it in a sling? It's like, well, you see, it's like this. I'm a puppet. And I have one puppeteer. One hand operates the mouth, the other hand operates the hand, and, well, you kind of see how it goes.
That's brilliant. I gotta watch that interview now.
You may find this hard to believe, but I'm a puppet.
I'm just picturing like in that gruffy, the Rolf voice. Can't do it.
Oh yeah, he did it. He did all of them in character. I think he brought Kermit out at one point. He did them all in character. And like Arsenio was even saying, it's like, I feel like I should be talking to him and not you.
Absolutely. Well, that's what they were saying about Elmo when during the what's it called, Puppeteer's Journey.
Yeah.
About Kevin Clash and like he's like doing these public appearances and he's as Elmo, and the kids don't even notice that he's there. They're just like, Elmo!
He's just like, he's this person standing behind Elmo, and not a single kid cares about the person. They care about Elmo. And he's there, he's talking in character.
They're just seeing
Elmo. It is the real Elmo right there.
It's what I've always loved and admired about puppetry. It's why I'm probably, arguably, unless someone can name someone else, I'm probably the only YouTube critic that actually utilizes puppets in his reviews. At least
I can't think of very many others. There's only one other YouTuber I can think of that I used to watch a fair amount until he just kind of stopped doing YouTube videos. There's a guy by the name of Kurt Von Gutzman. And
that's an awesome name.
Yes, he does. He's also a musician, and did just recently won some awards for a really awesome cosplay he did of Deadpool.
So you're saying he's talented? Is what you're trying to say here?
He's very talented. Yeah, his music is great, and he did this hilarious YouTube video blog for a few years back called The Last Video Blog Ever, And or no, it's called Last Vlog Ever, and there was like 27 episodes of it. It's just like it was never quite the last one. But in that, he had a character that he called Rancor, which was
I think I see where that reference is.
Well, yes, but it didn't look anything like from Star Wars. But it was he basically also makes puppets, like he makes his own puppets, and he
so
made
he's super talented.
Yes, like I don't, and he was working on an animated movie. It looked like Thundercats. It was amazing.
Ultra talented.
So, like, yeah, and for some reason he's just never broken out. I don't know why. Even he was like, I was talking to him, and even he was like beside himself with just disbelief. Like, why is nobody watching my YouTube shows? Seriously, I'm like, I don't know. I keep pimping it out like crazy, but nobody watches. I think it's awesome.
I'm gonna look him up. Link me that shit.
His YouTube username was Fellow77. I don't even know if his page is still up, but if it is, check it out. It's his blog was really funny. But yeah, so anyway, Rancor was basically this lizard hand puppet, and he would sometimes have segments where he'd be arguing with the puppets, and it was all done through editing and stuff, right? So he'd be performing both, doing the voices for both. Some other characters would come on occasionally too. But one of my all-time favorite videos was one that just featured Rancor, and it was kind of a life advice video on how to tell people to fuck off in various ways.
Here's one.
If you've ever heard me say, aren't you a little late for all that fucking off you need to be doing, that's where I got it from.
That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, so it's great just having this foul-mouthed lizard puppet giving you advice on how to tell people to fuck off. It's beautiful. So that's Stello77 on YouTube.
The only thing I know that does puppets is Incognito Cinema Warriors XP, but they're more of an MST3K style puppets. So
I think I think it's safe to say just about every, at least self-respecting internet critic is in some way inspired by Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh yeah. Well, it depends on what they're going for. I mean, if they're doing
I definitely am
the quote-unquote comedy reviews that are, well, I guess much like what you do.
What's that supposed to be, Sean?
Well, part skit, part review, kind of thing.
Now wait a minute.
Rather than just being a straight-up review, or something like Angry Joe, for example, where he's making a legitimate review and legitimate criticism, but there's no, actually even better than Angry Joe, it's something like Nostalgia Critic, where it's more about the performance almost than it is about the review. That's, I think, more sort of...
All right, so where do I fall into this category?
You're, I think, somewhere in the middle.
You're like the ankle biter that won't go away? Really funny.
You're somewhere in the middle, because you do, you'll do a serious review, but preceded by a comedy skit, so the two don't really cross each other, and that's different. Like,
I guess the technical term would be cold opening, right?
A cold opening? Yeah, I suppose.
Well, that just means there's no credits beforehand. Pretty much all YouTube videos are
well, the theme song's usually after the sketch.
Yes.
Right.
And every time I watch one of your videos, that theme song gets stuck in my head for like a week.
Well,
yeah.
I hope that's a good thing.
Catchy.
Oh yeah, it's an awesome theme song.
The thing that bothers me about the theme song is that I'm much like what you were talking about with the puppeteer guy. I'm always pimping out Will Ryan, the guy who made the theme song. I'm always pimping out his channel, but nobody ever pays attention. And
really?
Arguably, he's the most memorable thing about my channel is the theme song. Like you just
obviously did a good job if it keeps getting stuck in everybody's heads.
He wrote it and performed it and recorded it and gave it to me at 3 a.m. in less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know how he did it. I just said, I'm looking, like I gave him Linkara, top of the fourth wall, I gave him his theme song. I'm looking for something kind of like this. This is all I've got for lyrics. He just wrote a whole thing.
So wait a minute, is that? I thought that was your voice in it, though, isn't it?
Everybody thinks that. No, that's not me. That's
not your voice.
That's not my voice.
That was you.
A lot of people think that, but
that's
because so many people think that, when like with the new Muppets video, Will Ryan voice doubles for me when I need singing, because I really detest doing it because it just.
He's your like.
He's my Danny Elfman to my Chris Sarandon.
No, he's the gem to your Jerica.
Sure, we'll go with that too.
So like Jem had 2 voice actresses, one to do the speaking parts and one to do the singing. But I didn't know that for years. I actually thought they were the same actress the whole time because they sound so much alike.
That's why I have Will do
you
it.
found your gem.
That, I did a stream long ago where I had a friend of mine who's also a critic, and we were talking about the very same thing. And he goes, "I always thought that was you." It's like, no, it's not me. I don't think it sounds anything like me, but that's just like
you.
The illusion has been broken. Like I just. My brain is unable to process this now. All these years, I thought it was you.
Chris, are you gonna get back to doing Saturday in shenanigans again soon?
I'm hoping to. I've never been public about it, but there's been reasons why I haven't been doing them for a couple weeks. The reason today was because I've been so behind on watching things and reviewing things that have deadlines that I got them all today. Main reasons, personal reasons, family reasons, but hopefully the viewers understand. I want to get back to it. The only problem I have is because I like the Geek chat, but so many of the viewers are really confused about it, and I have to keep explaining it to them. It's like, no, the chat isn't here. You got to click that link. I won't. But I have a dual monitor setup, so now it's just like, fuck it, I'll just have both open for people who can go in the Geek chat and for people who can't, so I can just have them both going at the same time.
See both. Yeah.
We've actually converted a lot of viewers over because we refuse to comment on YouTube at all.
Yeah.
You might just put it in the
I understand.
thing. You want to join the chat?
Has a better response than
go to the description and go to the chat, and that's what we say,
What I'm thinking of doing is adding, because I know that Google Hangout has that thing where you can have a banner underneath you. I'm thinking of having it where it says chat here and it's got the actual link.
Yeah, that's about there.
Third. Yeah.
And
I do that all the time.
As what I'm thinking of doing. The only other reason is because I'm scheduled to do my first. I've been wanting to do this podcast for a while called AIR, which is an abbreviation for Aficionados Internet Radio. And we actually finally have our first interview. I'm going to be interviewing one of my personal heroes, Paul Fusco from ALF.
Cool.
ALF. So I get to talk to the creator and voice of ALF. It's going to. I'm really excited.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
It's going to be really
cool.
I've never been starstruck about anything, but I might be hyperventilating before the interview.
Well, dude, you will literally be talking to Alf.
Because when I was a kid, and even today, I argue the things that have inspired me the most, and probably why I have this freaking puppet next to me, were Mystery Science Theater, dinosaurs, Muppets, and Alf. Those four things together. All those Alf especially.
Yeah, Alf was a terrific puppet character. Very well done.
I was actually, because I was so excited about the interview, because apparently I don't know if anyone had Showtime back in 80. When did Alf was 87, right?
It was 86, I think, is when it started.
All I remember is that it was directly the year before Alf. Paul Fusco had a bunch of TV specials he did for Showtime, most of them holiday specials, like a Christmas special, a Valentine's Day special, a Halloween special. I forget their names, but the Christmas special's going to DVD for the first time.
Oh, nice.
So the production company who's releasing it says to encourage sales, kind of like how Conan has a guest on to promote a movie. They want me to interview Paul Fusco. It's like, of course I want to interview Paul Fusco.
Are you doing that live or pre-recorded?
It's going to be pre-recorded, and it'll be released as an edited podcast. I would love to do it live, but as I understand, it's going to be through his phone, so I can't do it live.
No.
But I don't live or not. I get to talk to one of my idols.
Oddly enough, you can call a phone with Google Hangouts. Actually.
I figure, but as I understand, they don't want to make it public.
That's fine.
Want to be private.
Because most real podcasts aren't done live anyway. They're done.
What do you call this?
That's why I put real.
A real podcast because you're not doing it live.
You're not doing it live.
This is respectable or something?
Everything I'm saying somehow is an insult, and I don't know why.
Welcome to my life.
I'm like, hello, Chris. What the fuck? What do you mean by that? Hello. What are you really trying to say, Sean?
Hey, I struck 3 when I got in here. Don't I deserve a couple points here?
So, speaking of show and tell,
I think that's an old
Show and
topic.
tell. What are we-
Scott was showing and telling 2 hours ago. I was going to show and tell my stuff, and then we got completely onto other things. I will show and tell now because it's my show. Damn it!
It is.
And I want to tell and show and show and tell. All right. So first up, let's move these ones out of the way here.
Couldn't resist.
Oh,
Temptation is strong in this
good.
one.
I forgot something. Hold on. There's
I
small
I gotta
item.
take my pill. Yay!
He wants to show and tell, and he's not even fucking.
Gotta take a pill.
All
I
right,
don't wanna
show and
get-
tell time. And
Ah.
all right.
E.T. fingered me.
Hold it.
Hold nothing. Let's go on to another topic before he gets back.
Shut up. There we go. I'm back.
Yo, fuck Sean.
Nobody say anything.
Oh, there he is.
All right. Here we go.
Sean's just an asshole. Oh, hey, Sean, what's up?
All right. So first up, I mentioned last week that I had ordered these. They came in like the Monday. Like I ordered them on the Saturday. They came in on the Monday, which is really fast when you're not using overnight shipping. So I was quite happy. Go Amazon CA. So I got Transformers Classics Volume 6, which contains episodes 65 through 76 of the original G1 Transformers comics from Marvel. And then the concluding volume, Volume 7, which includes issues 77 through 80, the entire Headmasters 4-issue series, and the 3-issue movie adaptation, the original movie adaptation, not the recent one. So basically now, shit, there's one more thing. Hold on a second.
Is there a reason that he has to show us his fucking ceiling?
Everything over there.
I don't think he's wearing
You've got a very nice ceiling, Sean.
Sorry.
There's the possibility of lack of
And then-
pants, which is good.
And then I have this as well, G.I. Joe and the Transformers issue 1, which contains all of the Generation 1 Transformers crossovers with G.I. Joe. Also includes the ones which led into Transformers Generation 2. Generation 2 has not been released in trade paperback form since the previous release, so I'm hoping it gets a re-release soon so I can, properly finish all the Marvel ones. And then the small thing I forgot before, we have Batman Beyond, the complete series. Da-da-da! There we go.
I technically have that, but the poor version of it, meaning 3 separate releases. I have the whole series, just not in a Uber Deluxe box like you.
So this is currently $33 on Amazon. So
Amazon CA, just to be clear.
at that price, I could not pass it up. It may actually be that price on .com as well.
I
just
looked
saying.
at it the other night. It wasn't.
Okay, well, order from Amazon CA.
Have you ever
It's the
just
same.
considered getting a shelf just for your super boxes?
Well, yes, it's called the top of my shelves.
Well, a more organized, pretty display.
You're talking like, yeah.
Just one unit just for super boxes.
Yeah, possibly. I've noticed.
I'm ripping you off, Sean, with my Uber boxes.
Yeah, no, I've noticed a lot of people do the. Sorry, let me just click over to yours there.
Oh, I'll have to go back over that.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh, you've got the same ET set I have. Cool.
I do. My ex gave
And
me
the
that.
Battlestar Galactica set. And the Blade Runner set. Awesome.
Hey, I have to learn from somebody. I do have one thing that most people don't have, which I will share because I'm going to stroke my ego too.
Okay. I'm not done yet, but okay.
Thanks for my ego.
Oh,
Ego strokers.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures on Facebook. Good news is they are re-releasing that, and it will have a USB stick that you don't have. So,
Yes, but it's stuff that's already on the internet, though.
Well, yeah, just a preview for Better Call Saul.
I'm such a freak. I actually still haven't opened the apron. Like it's still.
Oh, they got an apron.
They do. They have a Los Polos Hermanos apron, and they put in the
that's
top
awesome.
right here. Like, you've seen the show, right? You have seen.
Oh yeah, I've seen the whole series. It's
okay, because
yeah.
technically the set in and of itself is kind of a spoiler.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the I forgot what I was going to say now.
God, this thing's
Brain
tough.
just turned too much. Yes, they're re-releasing that, and yes.
You better pick it up. Like,
I don't know if that's what I was going to say. I actually completely blanked on what I was going to say. Oh well, I'll just carry on then.
with your show and tell.
Got a couple more Vidya games.
You damn rich people in your game consoles.
Reacquired this one, the Simpsons game. Been wanting to get this back in the collection for ages because I love this game. I think this is pretty much the perfect Simpsons game. It plays like a big long episode of the show. It has a lot of callbacks to classic moments from the show. Has the complete freaking cast doing all the voices and lots of original animation and just a hilarious story all about the video game industry. I mean, the whole thing is a gigantic parody of the video game industry and the Simpsons place within it over the years, and I don't know why anybody would not like that
So
game.
it's better than Hit and Run?
Yes, definitely.
That was my favorite.
But Hit and Run is a very close second. I think that's the other greatest Simpsons game of all
For
time.
me, ironically, one of the most hated Simpsons games is one of my favorites.
Which
Skateboarding?
Back on the NES, it's Bart versus the World.
I was pretty sure skateboarding was the most hated.
I was going to say, please don't say Bart versus the Space Mutants.
It's Bart versus the World, pretty much the same game, just different plot.
Didn't the AVGN review that?
Yeah.
I believe.
That basically gives you an idea of the quality of gaming that is.
Yes. I also like Fester's Quest, so shut the fuck up.
Constant
had
parabola
complete box
weapon.
copies of Fester's Quest.
Yeah, you want to hear a sad fucker? Go look at Skins. He's got a complete in-box copy of that damn game.
There you go.
What makes that sad? That makes that cool.
My proudest in-box
Reasons.
retro thing that I own is a complete in-box with the instructions, with the comics, Atari 2600 Yar's Revenge.
Very nice.
There you go.
I've heard of the game, but I've never actually played it.
One of the greatest
played
video
Yar's
games
Revenge?
ever made. It's so simple.
Well,
and
that game
so
is so
addictive,
readily
and
available.
so
The
challenging.
first game console I ever owned or played was an Atari 2600, but I didn't have a lot of games for it.
And
you're
you missed
probably gonna
that
say,
one in
you're from
particular?
91. How the hell did you have that?
They
My dad
re-released
had
it.
Atari.
They
Well, no,
re-released
my
it.
dad had his original, so
Oh, okay.
it was a hand-me-down that he hooked up.
Okay.
So, like, I somehow was able to play through the games through the actual chronological order, because after a 2600 I had an NES, and then after that I had a Super Nintendo, and
Oh,
so
there you
on.
go.
But
So
like,
you didn't actually miss that much.
no, I didn't. It's just
Gaming
like
industry.
it's really hard to explain that to some people. It's like, how did you play those in order if you weren't there to play them in order?
Because I have a father who was
I have
a
a
gamer.
fucking kick-ass father who keeps shit
So-
and introduces me to things like Battlestar Galactica and Elvis
Fucking A.
and
So
Batman
car-
66.
So carrying on, this is one I've been wanting to pick up for a while. Of course, I've had the PS2 versions for ages. Wanted to get the high def upgrades because I just love these games to death. I will get all the PS3 ones that followed eventually. I did download the one that's only available on PSN recently, as far as HD upgrades go. But if you're going to do that, you got to get the original 3 of Ratchet and Clank.
I have a friend who's been saying you need to
Garbage,
play
are
these
you in
frickin'
IRC?
games.
Yes.
Sorry, what?
I have a friend who's been dying to get me to play those games.
You've never played them?
No, well, I never had a PlayStation 2.
Play them.
The
Yep.
two game, like, I wanted a PlayStation 2 when I was a teenager, but we couldn't afford it ever, and I only wanted for 2 games. I wanted Kingdom Hearts and I wanted Ratchet and Clank.
Do you have a PS3?
No. You know what I
the fuck
have?
do you have?
I have I have a
computer.
Blu-ray player and a PC. I do have a PC. I do play PC games. I played Arkham City and BioShock recently.
Well, that was good.
BioShock was good up until the last level, in my opinion. Arkham City was a fucking masterpiece.
The very the final boss battle. Honestly, I think is a little weak in BioShock.
It wasn't the boss battle. It was the fucking escort mission that pissed me off. It's a pet
yeah.
peeve of mine. I hate escort missions.
Oh, you just don't like escort missions.
What I hate about the escort mission is it had the biggest, I don't like escort missions first of all, but to make it like to rub salt on the wound, it has it's the little girl character who played the game who keeps saying the same shit over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to fucking choke a little girl ever in my life until that game.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it.
The rest of it, I'm actually reading the novel Bioshock Rapture, which is
There's a novel? Holy shit! I gotta get that.
It's called Bioshock Rapture.
There's a whole big old non-video game lore to that story.
It's basically it's a prequel novel, so it tells the story of Andrew Ryan and how Rapture was first created, and how Adam and Eve came about, how Frank Fontaine worked his way into the whole thing. Talks about how the Big Daddies and Little Sisters were created, why they were created, and gives you like a shit ton of backstory about just the whole origins, basically the whole creation of Rapture, everything that was created in Rapture, and how it all went horribly wrong.
So it's kind of like that prequel graphic novel about Douglas Ratton from Portal and Portal 2.
Sure.
Wait, you've never played Portal or Portal 2?
He hasn't played either one of them.
Okay, those are great games.
I know, I've been meaning.
I will be his mediator for you, Chris, and yes, I will agree. The pre-story to those, the graphic novels, yes, exactly like that. Also exactly like the animated graphic novel movies to Dead Space. Same kind of thing. See,
now that's the language I understand. You're talking Dead Space now. I understand the language of Dead Space.
I recommend Portal 2, but I don't know if I'm alone in this one. I think Portal and Portal, I'll just say Portal for convenience, are better played on a PC than they are on a console.
Absolutely.
I actually beat the first
I'm not
on the 360, but
better on PC.
Yeah. Like I said, that we had a conversation, I think, a couple of SNIs ago about games that there was a question that was asked in the chat, and it was games that we regret getting rid of or selling, biggest dumb gaming moments. And for me, it was selling both the PS3 and the 360 versions of the orange box. Which they still, because they're out of print and they're very rare, they sell for like $60, $70 each.
I saw one at my fucking record store for like $20.
Well, then they don't know what they have.
Not usually. They had Conker's Bad Fur Day sealed for $10, and I didn't have the money.
I would have.
Conker's Bad Fur Day is my favorite game.
I would have come at you from behind with a baseball bat.
for Conker or the orange box?
Oh, for both.
You would have the orange box, but you'd have to fight me for Conker. That's my favorite game of all time.
I would put nails in my bat.
Well then, go.
Well, speaking of which, carrying on. Couple of acquisitions for Halloween. These were from the bargain racks, actually. I figure I've got the first one, still haven't watched it. Might as well get the second one and then double bill it. Insidious Chapter 2 with the snazzy slipcover.
Oh wait, those are good?
Well, apparently the first one's good.
Oh yeah, the Insidious movies are fucking great, dude. Yeah.
Oh, see, maybe I'm a dick when I say this, but like, I'm so turned away from horror movies nowadays that I don't really focus on what's actually good and what's actually bad.
Okay, well, I've heard that the Insidious movies are good, so I've had the first one sitting on the shelf for a while, waiting to get around to it for Halloween viewings.
Don't watch the second one first.
Well,
I don't.
Dude, okay, wait. You realize you're talking to me, right? I never watched.
Don't be like me and watch Ghostbusters 2 for the first time before you've ever seen Ghostbusters 1.
Yes. And then also from the bargain racks,
you're a stupid kid that doesn't understand how numbers work.
Really enjoy pretty much everything this guy does. Guillermo del Toro's Mama.
So, I need to see that still.
I've not heard of that one.
Thought it sounded really good.
I've heard good things.
Yes. You like I can read
like directed by somebody else that produced.
What the fuck was that condom you just pulled out, Stout?
Directed by Andy Muschietti.
Okay.
But here, I'll read the description on the back here. There's the little blurb here. So it's 5 years ago, sisters Victoria and Lily vanished from their suburban neighborhood without a trace. Since then, their uncle Lucas and his girlfriend Annabelle have been madly searching for them. But when, incredibly, the kids are found alive in a decrepit cabin, The couple wonders if the girls are the only guests they have welcomed into their home. Dun dun dun.
Na-na. Hold on for a sec.
Pretty
Chris had to run off to pee.
Alrighty. Oh, good. I can finish the update.
He said, and I quote, "Shit, gotta pee."
Awesome. And then today got a package from my mother, and she sent me, just completely randomly, sent me a bunch of stuff that we've discussed in conversations periodically, and apparently was on sale at Walmart, so she grabbed them for me. Another one, where I have the first one. I actually had this in my hand in Walmart today and was about to buy it so I could have it to go with the first one. I'm glad I didn't. Taken 2. There we go.
That's
So
the
now
first one, right?
Yes, I have the first one. I have not seen it. What I just say? I have the first one. I was gonna buy the second one, and then
I haven't seen the second one at all.
I have not seen either of them, so probably double bill that.
First one's so good.
This is a show I've been wanting to check out for a long time. I need to read you the note that Mum put in with it here. Fuck, where did I put the note? Damn it. Hold on a second.
Seriously?
More of the ceiling.
We need to have like a daunty little tune playing as we look at the ceiling, I swear. This is why I love you guys. This is why I love you guys.
Somebody do the Jeopardy thing
Ow.
right now.
I didn't want to do any copyright music because, copyright.
So here we
I
go.
don't think the bots can match da 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 da.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually
here we go.
everything
Off key.
intentionally off
Especially if
key.
you're off key.
Yeah.
So she decided about taking 2. Now you can watch both. Personally, I think the original is best, but the sequel has its moments. So the next one she sent me was this one, which is a TV series I've been wanting to see for a long time, but because I've heard nothing but good things about it. The complete first season of Burn Notice.
Such a great show.
Yeah.
Loved that show.
See? Nothing but good things. So, and this is what Mom had to say about Burn Notice. I've been trying to get her to watch the Evil Dead movies for obvious reasons. It says, Burn Notice, Season 1. I know you will enjoy this. Bruce Campbell rocks.
That's actually the only reason I watched the show was Bruce
I
Campbell.
saw the first 2 seasons. Great. I haven't seen the rest. I need to.
And then finally, she just watched these, I guess this one and the sequel for the first time recently and really enjoyed it. We were talking about it a little bit on the phone the other day, and I said, I haven't watched those because they're too much like another movie that I really like, and I've been kind of put off watching it because of that. So she said, leave all preconceived notions at the door and just check it out. Here, I'll buy it for you, and if you don't like it, whatever. If you do like it, great. The Hunger Games.
That was pretty good, actually. I was pleasantly surprised.
That's
See,
an oddly shaped set.
It is. It's a collector's. It's a Walmart collector's.
How the fuck are you supposed to you fucking put it in and it sticks out?
Got a pendant.
That's a lot like the I Am Legend set.
Inside,
Size.
it's just. It's just a regular keep case here with the plastic thing for the pendant there, but yeah. So anyway, I know the two-part, the first of the two-part finale is coming out. There is, of course, the second movie.
A couple weeks, right?
I do. Pardon?
In a couple weeks, right?
I think so, something like that. I do really like Jennifer Lawrence, so I don't know. We'll see.
In what way, Sean?
In all the
In a lot of
dirtiest,
the ways.
filthiest ways you can imagine.
In the 4chan way or just the normal way?
In the biblical sense.
Okay.
Yes, I would love her
I
to bear my
apologize for
children.
making that joke so tasteless. But deep down, I don't give a shit.
Deep down.
It's not like I'm gonna beat the bitch.
So yeah, I'll check.
I mean,
I'll
personally.
check it out. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt at least.
You'll
because
check out the
knowing that
4chan pictures?
Shut up,
knowing
Chris.
that I didn't pay any money for it. If I like it, great. I'll get the second one. If I didn't like it, no harm done because I didn't pay money for it. So there you go.
That's my motto with every fucking screener I get. If I hate it, I just sell it off and get more money.
Man, when I was getting screeners, they came in freaking paper sleeves. You can't fucking sell them off.
Yeah.
Right?
Not my
Exactly.
screeners. They come in cases. Mine are
I'm very glad.
That's almost like the, well, good for you.
I believe in all of you. I'm sure Geek can get some review copies, right?
No, we've been doing the Mill Creek
Yeah.
stuff.
That it?
I gotta get back on Mill Creek's list. I haven't since the previous. published
There's a new
I've
guy
heard
working
nothing.
there that you probably weren't transferred.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah. I don't know why.
You probably didn't get they got new people in the PR department. You probably didn't get transferred, so if you just email a certain person, they'll put you right back.
It's funny that I'm the one that didn't get transferred. So I got more viewers than all of you combined.
It's happened to me too. It's happened to me too. What happened to I won't judge for lack of viewership?
We'll shun the guy with the biggest audience. That's the way to do it.
Shun the non-believer. Who's right under you then?
You
I
are probably
Probably you, Chris.
Yeah.
actually probably you at this by this point.
Awkward.
I have
I have the lowest number of
You're
views
under me,
Yeah.
Chris.
I am your tumor.
Wait,
I'm
Brandon,
totally
how many subscribers do you have?
You're that wart.
How many do I have?
No, Brandon.
What?
Skin Slip.
You have to speak very loudly. There are
It's
lots of
just
explosions
like,
happening.
What?
Subscribers. Do you
I have
them?
subscribers? What?
130.
Yeah, you're not the lowest on the totem pole.
No, Cass is. You are the next.
I'm second lowest at like 56.
Yeah, 56.
Fuck me sideways.
So
Okay.
Yay, 100. And, wait,
I'd rather not.
800 and
Might have to
something.
drill an extra hole first.
The secret third hole right behind the kneecap.
Oh, God. Just getting fucking mowed down here.
But yeah, Chris, I don't know if you're into this sort of thing. But,
God, no, Jail. What are you, insane?
Depends on what it is. Explain.
Sorry, but no, Jail,
Japanese,
no.
Anything from Japan at all?
If you're wondering what I'm
What are
freaking out
those?
about,
Are those
Jail.
Super Famicom?
JL just-
original Famicom.
Holy
I've
fucking
always-
shit, I'm talking. JL says Jaws needs a remake.
Oh, does
Fine,
it?
great,
No.
awesome.
God, no.
Whatever.
Jaws is
Get
fine.
the fuck out of my chat. Get the
I
fuck out
needed
of my
to
chat.
interrupt for that.
Really?
Totally need to start a fucking
And I said
feud
no.
right there with everyone just telling the little guy to go fuck himself for
No.
even thinking that thought.
Shit.
You
Get the fuck out of my chat.
bastard. Anyway, trying to forget that notion.
Erase our
Remake.
fucking memory of that disgusting
Save
thought.
John's wart.
Which is actually a thing and not something weird.
I know.
Oh.
I'm holding it. I'm holding St.
Where
John's
did
wart.
you? You're probably gonna say like eBay or some shit, but where did you acquire such colorful games?
eBay.
Yep, I knew it.
All these from eBay. Like I said, this one actually has some significance to it. This
It's because
is
it's
my...
black, isn't it?
That's racist.
Hey, equality is important in the gaming community.
Anyway,
As long as
this
it's
is
not a
actually
girl.
the horror game I am playing for Halloween this year. This is Capcom's first ever console horror game. Released in Japan in 1989, titled Sweet Home.
I wish I knew what that meant, but
It's called Sweet Home, and there is a very cheesy... Why I mention this is because, Chris, there is a very cheesy movie that goes along with this game.
Sweet home, Alabama.
And if you just
You avoid
you
copyright.
do a YouTube search, you can find 5. It's split into 5 parts, but you can watch it on YouTube, and it's surprisingly cheesy and actually not all that bad.
No,
I've
that is
seen
as awesome as
but still
Crawl.
pretty bad.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm playing this on
I love Crawl.
I'm
Crawl?
playing this on a Retron
Yeah,
5, so I can
Crawl.
apply
I
an English
love
patch to
Crawl.
it. But yeah, I even got gambling games. Senkyo Fever.
You're welcome, Fever.
Yeah. Pretty much, F1 Grand Prix and Populous or whatever that. But like this. I found on top of St. John's Wort, there's apparently a whole slew of these types of audio novel games.
Audio novel games?
They're audio novels where they're pretty much like those. You just tap A and watch the story, and you have choices every once in a while.
Oh, so it's like a choose your own adventure, but it's in
audio
form.
Yeah.
I actually have a CD like that called Terror Tracks, Track of the Vampire.
Oh yes, there's several terror tracks. There's one about werewolves.
There was a werewolf one, and there was a vampire one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to get the werewolf one as well because I loved the vampire one.
We should
play that. We should play that this Halloween somehow.
That would be fun.
Like Beetle it or something, and then we can all
I'm trying to
vote.
go back to our private chat to find out where I posted it. It's fucking hilarious. I found a second one of these. I found a second one of these audio novel games. Like I say, because this one's called St. John's Wort. The other one was like Curse of the Weasel Scythe.
That sounds terrifying. It's a weasel. He's got a scythe. Run!
So many images pop into my head with that description.
Curse of the Weasel Scythe.
By the way, Sean.
Yes.
Check your Facebook when you can. There's a little present in there for you. It's not inappropriate or anything.
Ooh. Inappropriate.
Maybe a little inappropriate. Yeah.
Well, maybe there's a cock picture. I don't know, but there's a little
something. Pics for everyone! Yay!
Damn.
Then we find out it doesn't like a horse.
I know. I'm hung like a.
Is that on Zoom or is that?
See, if you trim around, it looks bigger.
Well, that's true. Yeah, the bush hides it. And never take a picture right after getting out of the pool.
Good advice. Jennifer Lawrence should have learned that.
Holy crap! The last email you sent me was May 2013.
Wow,
Where
over a
have you
year.
Been?
Well,
doing things.
Shit, he's on to me.
Actively avoiding it. I mean,
I think wasn't the last time I messaged you was, hey, do you want my Roger Rabbit Blu-ray?
What the fuck? I'm not sharing anything, Face. Get away. I'm just trying to click on my mail. There we go. Oh, you have to tell us who you want to share this with. I don't care. Share it with the world. The world can learn all about my hemorrhoids if they're really that interested.
Except for my mother.
Oh, my bunions are killing me. Are you sure you want to share this with everybody? Fuck yeah.
I have some good news and some bad news that I'd like to discuss with you guys.
What?
Okay.
Oh, hi. I'm back.
What?
Good news and bad news. I want your guys' opinions.
Welcome back, Cass.
My computer apparently overheated.
Yes, Justin?
Oh.
What is this good or bad news?
Welcome
I didn't
back,
notice
Cass.
that you left, Cass. What happened, Cass?
Justin?
Go ahead, Stout.
So, as you guys may have noticed, the Deadpool movie is happening.
Oh, yeah.
And it's coming
Yay!
out.
You look
It's
so
coming out
depressed
September.
with that news.
I believe it's coming out September 2016. That's good news. The bad news is that it's going to be PG-13.
Is that true?
However,
Yes.
think about it. PG-13 probably for the theatrical release, so they can get more ticket sales, and then unrated on Blu-ray. That's what I'm betting.
But
That's what I'm
also
betting.
terrible reviews from fans and critics for that. It'll be Daredevil all over again, where the theatrical cut sucks, but the director's cut is good.
I hope not. I hope it's not anything like
yes,
that.
you're serious, right?
I think it'll be more like the theatrical version will be okay.
Wow,
And
what a
then
fucking
the
twist.
unrated version will be amazing, because it'll be
Is there
like
any particular reason they
37
can't just
minutes
make it art?
longer, and 32 minutes of that is just F-bombs. It'll be great.
Yeah. They want to make it PG-13 so they can quote unquote sell more tickets.
Yes.
So that's never that market share is so small, it doesn't matter.
Look how well it worked for the RoboCop remake, which is now already in the bargain bins.
I don't understand that mentality because Terminator 2 was rated R, and
Right?
isn't the idea like
And Aliens. Is that
Yeah,
one?
I've never seen the Alien.
Alien.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of the Alien movies, so I can't.
That's the thing, though, is
Good
they
to see
say
those.
it sells more
I
more
will.
tickets. It really
See the
doesn't.
first two. See the extended version of the second one.
As
version of the
I've
first
always
one.
understand, and I think everyone when they were a teenager can probably I don't know, relate or something. Like most teenagers actively see R-rated movies because it's not for them. That's kind of
That's
the
true.
R-rated movie.
They're taboo.
Yeah, exactly. It's taboo. You want to see the R-rated movie because it makes you feel like an adult.
An adult.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not going to
It's-
see
It's
PG-13.
no different than like there was I think AVGN brought this point up in his Nintendo Power videos that your kids latch on to what the older demographic deems cool because they want to be thought of as cool. It's the same with R-rated movies with teenagers. They want to see R-rated movies because that's cool and taboo. So
Yeah.
wouldn't an R-rated
what the
movie sell
grown-ups are
better
watching.
tickets than a PG-13 rated movie?
Well, that is a good counter.
I mean, those fucking Apatow movies are huge with teenagers, and they're always rated R.
Avatar.
No, Apatow. You know,
Apatow.
Judd Apatow, Pineapple Express, Knocked Up.
Oh,
all the funny
those.
comedies.
Yeah, that's true. R-rated comedies.
And as I
I don't
understand it, Deadpool's going to be
It seems
kind of a comedy.
It's
so,
well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be an edge. It's got to be an edgy comedy. I mean, dark.
a very black
Yeah.
comedy.
That's the thing, and that seems to be a trend nowadays. Is like they're shying away from the R ratings, thinking like I'm just saying what seems to be the studio mentality, thinking that they'll get more ticket sales or appeal to a wider demographic by having a PG-13. But I don't think so. I think it really balances it out. It's like, great, you get some of those younger viewers in there, but then the older viewers don't even want to bother now because they think it's going to be all dumbed down and a little kidified.
Somebody should do what Brian De Palma did with Scarface and get an R rating, but release the X-rated cut in theaters instead. Like somebody needs to do that again, where they just fuck with the MP, like
But-
fuck you MPA.
But it's funny because that seems to be a recent thing, that they're all paranoid about R ratings for, action
Last
movies
15,
and
20
stuff.
years.
Yeah. Whereas if you go back to like the 80s and 90s, it was all about the R rating. Everybody
There were
wanted that
toys
R
for
rating.
R-rated movies, for fuck's
There
sake.
were. There was, yeah. They had like a whole line of Aliens toys, for example.
Terminator.
And Terminator toy. That's right, Terminator 2 toys. I remember that.
Yeah, charred skeletons and bodies.
Yeah, you had like I have a commercial on tape somewhere for the BioFlesh Regenerator.
Oh,
where
I
you-
love that thing. The thing was cool.
Yeah, you would drop
I
an
had that.
endoskeleton in, and it would close, and it would be like this flesh-colored Jello you would pour in, and it would form. It was like a Jello mold for an Arnie body,
And then you could peel it away like it was being shot at, like the endoskeleton.
and then you could like rip
That
chunks of flesh off of the endoskeleton. You know what every kid likes to do.
Yeah.
All I had were some Robin Hood Princess action figures.
There you go. If you good old Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yes.
The thing about that game is the toys were repurposed from another movie, and I can't remember what movie it was.
They were Star Wars. They were Return of the Jedi toys. Some of them.
Right, there you go. Thank
Really?
you.
Really?
The
Yeah.
treehouse was just the Ewok set redecorated.
I thought that looked familiar.
And it is the exact, because we had both. It's the exact same fucking toy. They just repainted it and added leaves and shit.
You had both of them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. I already have this toy. That is
But
hilarious.
then we noticed my dad would point them out because he had all the toys for reference. He said, "You see why this looks like that?" And he explained that they recycled the same molds to make these toys. He's
Yeah.
made from such and such wrestler, and he's made from. It was very educational to learn that all our Robin Hood toys were phony.
Wow.
Well, Rob,
Cass
essentially.
imploding. Cass is still on the old computer, isn't he? He's
Yep.
not on the one that we built.
Does he keep disappearing?
No, he hasn't found all the stuff.
You know,
That's-
Stout, I
All
gotta.
he needs is an operating system. It's ready to rock.
No,
I
he
gotta
needs
point
a
this out.
monitor and a mouse and keyboard.
Stout
No.
looks far more
What's he
sophisticated.
using now? Is he on a laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind then.
You didn't know this entire time?
I probably did. 3 hours of sleep. Shut up. just shut up.
The Stoud.
Yeah.
I gotta point this out that like when I look at your room because you've got like the friggin' Star Wars and ET posters on the side.
Mhm.
You just look like a far more sophisticated cinephile. Meanwhile, I'm fucking here with some Disney movie
It's an
posters.
episode 1 poster. It doesn't count.
Not
Is
episode
it? That's
1.
not episode 1.
It's
No,
episode
it's not.
4. It's the re-release.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't really
It's
matter.
the back of the clones.
Yeah.
It's much
Oh
better.
my
He's
God.
still, he
Fuck
looks
you.
like a true cinephile, where I
It's
just
been
look like a
like-
fucking man-child with my Disney posters behind me and my fucking
Actually,
fucking toys.
I don't know if our mom still has them, but
It's been like 6 years.
my mom has
fucking episode.
or had a bunch of movie posters, including one of the original Empire Strikes Back posters, and had them framed.
One of the Drew Struzan painting posters?
Yes, one of them, and they did a bunch of posters for that movie, but it was one of the main ones. But she had all of her movie posters, well, not all the ones that she owned, but a good selection of them framed in like the walls of the basement. So she had like the original Ghostbusters poster. And it wasn't just the one with the logo; it was one with the 4 guys along the bottom looking up into something in the darkness, and the Ghostbusters logo, and just saying they're here to save the world. Had one of the original Dune poster from 1984 for the movie. 2010. Empire Strikes Back, of course. Can't remember a bunch of other ones. I think I'm inheriting some. I can't remember. And then she was selling some other ones. But,
Fucking Christ.
now just to clarify, these are not the double-sided ones that you would see in movie theaters.
Oh,
They
like
were,
the marquee display.
yeah, they were like printed versions for people to buy.
Better than nothing.
So, but I mean, they were from the time.
Still technically vintage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially some of the others. Like I think she started collecting them around 1983, 84. So
Probably the oldest posters I have is my Rat Pack section over on this side. If I can get a good shot of it.
See, I actually do have some actual double-sided, marquee posters from when I worked at the movie theater.
Lucky.
They're not from the greatest movies necessarily, but some of them are nice posters.
Well, did you find them in the garbage?
No, we would actually have auctions. So we would get I forget what it was, we would earn tickets or something through just being amazing employees, and then we'd bid on the posters, and whoever won could get them. There'd be posters, there'd be just random merchandise that the studios would send. That's how I got my Haunted Mansion standee. Actually, was in a. Actually, no, I think the Haunted Mansion standee was just going in the bin. Like it was being thrown out, and I said, "Can I keep that?" It's like, "Sure, we're just gonna throw it out anyway." Like, okay, cool. And then I used that as my Halloween backdrop.
Benefit of either working in retail or some kind of theater zone is that you have the benefit of taking certain things back that normal people can't get.
Yes, and that was cool.
That's the benefit of working in retail is that you can get the in-store displays for the new releases because usually they just take them to the back and throw them out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a buddy of mine who also worked at the movie theater had a huge standee from the first Scooby-Doo live-action movie. It was quite a nice standee.
Yay!
So then he had
somewhere rolled up in a tube. I have an original display, one of the posters from Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
There you go.
I'm so sorry.
Is that another?
That's why. Why do you think it's rolling?
I have a Speed Racer theatrical double-sided over there.
Hey,
Man.
don't steal what I stole from you, Sean.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, but there's still quite a few posters I'd like to get. I mean, obviously, I'd like the Transformers the movie poster, so I don't actually have one.
Is it the
really
animated
cool.
movie?
Pardon?
The animated movie?
The animated movie, yeah.
Of course.
Fucking
Like
great
the
poster.
movie poster.
I still have that Blu-ray.
Yeah, so do I.
The Australian or the UK?
It's the Australian one.
Oh, you've got it too.
Yes.
I remember
Did you missed that news bulletin?
Probably. I mean, I'm always doing my own thing, so I flip.
It was This Hidden World. This Hidden World sent it to me.
So an Australian fan?
New Zealand, actually.
Close enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's down far enough.
It's
I remember
funny.
when I got it, and you were basically like, "You son of a bitch."
Yes. Well, you got it, and like so many people got it. Like it seemed like everybody and their dog was getting it. Like fucking hell, I need to get this.
Well, you of all people, it's like, why didn't you have it?
I know, and like
Somebody should have been just throwing it at you. You should have had like 7 of them in the post.
I actually did have quite a few offers, but This Hidden World just happened to beat them all to the punch. And it was funny because he sent it along with the original receipt. He actually got it at a local pawn shop near where he lives, and he sent it along with the receipt. And he got it for some ridiculously cheap sum of money, like $10 or something.
That's apparently it's out of print in Australia or something. It's getting hard to find.
It was used. One of the center hubs was broken, so the disc doesn't quite sit in there perfectly. But I didn't care. It was the fucking Blu-ray.
Imports are, like, especially for Blu-rays, they're hard to find replacement cases for because they're so thick.
I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure you could on eBay. Like, there's dealers that have those. But
it's sketchy to buy Blu-ray cases on eBay because sometimes they give you those, like, flimsy, cheapo... Like, they'll advertise that it's the regular, like, Echo Elite or some shit, but they'll just get, like, these fucking square, flimsy pieces of shit.
Oh, yeah.
There's some evil fuckers out there.
From reputable dealers. The only drawback, of course, is all the extras are in PAL, so the PS3 won't play them. But if you have a region-free Blu-ray player, then you can play them, of course.
Really? My Blu-ray player is not region-free and it plays fine.
Then your Blu-ray player is region-free.
That can't be right.
Or at the very least, it can play PAL content, because the PS3 is strictly NTSC. All the extras are standard def PAL format video on that, so you can only play them on a compatible player.
Blu-ray was all regions.
If it's high def, if it's the Blu-ray, like the movie's.
That was one of the most confusing things to explain to someone, how the PS3 was, the region codes were locked, but it wasn't region locked.
Yeah.
Like, you could play a Japanese game on an American PlayStation 3 disc, because there's both region 1. And they didn't understand, because we're used to, you can't play...
They're both region A.
You can't play the Japanese, PS2 version of a game on an American PS2. Even though they're both region 1, they're like code locked to each of their individual countries.
Right.
And so yeah, it was when they changed it with PS3. It was just standard region coding.
So with did we lose somebody? Did we lose Chris?
We lost Chris.
Okay. He just ran away.
By the way, I finally found the name of that Super Famicom.
Apparently crashed or something. Is everybody just crashing?
Oh, there it is.
I think everybody's crashing.
Apparently that...
there he is!
That other audio novel game I ran across on eBay, it actually has 2 alternate titles. So the original name is Kamarichi no Yoro, and that roughly translates to Banshee's Last Cry.
Oh, okay, there we go. Everything's working again.
Sorry, Banshee's Last what?
Banshee's Last Cry. And I'm like, that's kind of badass sounding. But then it roughly translates again into Night of the Sickle Weasel.
Oh, that's the one.
And apparently a sickle weasel is actually some kind of demonic creature in Japanese folklore. Something like that. But when you Google it, you get a lot of video game pictures of this cute little bug-eyed weasel holding a giant sickle. I'm trying to get close to that. I'm like, ooh, terrifying.
I'm trying to look this up. Like, I don't have any like special Blu-ray player. Like, it's a cheapo LG Blu-ray player.
Sometimes the cheapo ones actually are region free.
Sometimes you just get to the point where they're so cheap they didn't even bother to put any region hardware inside of it.
Exactly.
I
damn near
for me.
Well, that's the thing. Is it basically, long and short of it, if you're able to play those extras,
I can. I watch the Touch music video almost all the time.
Okay, well then you're able to play PAL
I
content.
need the exact model number of your Blu-ray player,
Isn't that
please.
the greatest music?
I do actually still have the box. It's a LG BD550.
See, that's what I was trying to explain to BW Rosas, was he didn't think his player was region free either, because he's also able to play the extras. And he was saying he did this big video basically just slamming people for being idiots, saying, "What are you talking about that the extras don't work? Yes, they do. They work. Look, I'm watching them right now. Here's the extras. Look at them." I don't have a special player, and I explained to him, "Dude, you do. That's why you can play them. They don't, so they can't." For example, the PS3 cannot play those extras. Like, you can see them in the menu. When you go to play them, it just kicks you back to the menu. The only thing it'll play is the movie. That's it. Only the movie. But I wasn't too worried about it because all the extras that are on that Blu-ray edition are also on the UK 2-disc Ultimate Edition, which I already have. So I can watch those on my computer, which is no problem.
That's going to be one of my investments after the first of the year, is getting a Blu-ray player / burner for my PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, VLC now has Blu-ray support, so I mean, you know.
That'd be awesome. That'd be a really good idea.
Finally have an all-around, literally an all-around player for my PC.
Yeah.
After I buy the Batman 66 set, my intention is to try to upgrade to a television, get a nice big television.
Are you rocking a monitor as well?
Just like you.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I'm in the same boat currently also.
Is that anything to really be proud of, though?
No, I've been really, feeling the lack thereof from that.
I don't know about you. But I want to just jump the gun and go big. I want to get a nice 50-inch.
Chris, I recommend this to Stout, and he has been loving his TV so far. The company brand TCL, especially get one around the holidays because they have massive discounts around the holidays.
Tickle.
This 32 that I'm rocking behind me is a 32-inch LED. It's a full 1080p. I got it for $199 shipped to my house.
Crazy.
So yeah,
I will suck your dick for that.
I'll suck your dick. Sorry.
I'll take a shot in the mouth if it'll get me a few extra miles down the road.
Stoud's TV wasn't all that much more, and his is a 39-inch.
That's just 1 inch shy of 40, so let's just round it up to 40.
Just that one
just so he makes all the
difference.
Just so he feels a little
bit
as a nice round number.
It cost me $2.99, by the way.
$2.99.
The only
or a bigger one now.
Is anyone else picking up the Batman set, or is that just me?
Just you.
I will get it. I will get it somehow.
Eventually, I will get it.
Is that like I'll get it eventually?
I'm in 66 now.
I know we're all big comic book nerds, but let's also not forget the Wonder Years set coming out this year.
Oh, that's on its way for me.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
You dick. Did you get a review copy of that? Are they just sending it to you out of
God
damn it.
Copy.
Like I said, I don't really buy a lot of things.
I could share it with you. We could have fun.
Maybe.
I have a few big box sets, but I don't really buy all that many. And the last one I splurged on was $25 whole on Amazon. And they had, for $25, they had the original series Scooby-Doo van set.
Oh, nice.
The cardboard van,
the plastic one?
Van. No,
the cardboard one.
The cardboard ones. So the re-release.
The shitty release.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's the same quality disc. It's just
all the discs are the same.
Yeah, it's just in a pull-out band set that's in cardboard.
I mean,
it's on the shelf.
There was a store I went to that had 3 of the Turtle vans for $75 a piece.
They've re-released that. You can get it cheap again now.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that. Well, at the time, it was
I've seen it in
hard to
stores,
find.
today.
I think it was gone by then. They had 3 of them, 75. Like they had a big fucking sales sticker on it that said $75. And it's like, fuck, if I had the money.
Yeah,
There's fucking 3 of them.
It did. It disappeared for like a year, and then they did another print run of it, I guess, because it just showed up in all the stores again, just out of the blue.
Was that recently?
Yeah, well, I saw it today.
Oh, that it was probably to coincide with the new movie.
Probably, more than likely.
Like, well, this new movie's coming out. We better milk this for whatever we have left in the warehouse.
See, thank God Lionsgate somehow managed to hang on to the license for the 80s show, because at least they are keeping it available. And, you know, like they consolidated those 4 volumes down to a season 3 set and stuff like that, and they got it all organized now. So it took them forever, but they got there.
As long as I can try to get it before I die, I'll be good.
The point is, it's available in some form for fans who want the show. No such love for the 2003 series.
And again, I still need to. This is where you and I are different. Is that I'm not even done getting all the Transformers DVDs.
Oh, really?
But then again, you've got that Super Matrix of Leadership thing, so you're already.
I have the. Well, the latest edition was actually this one right here, Transformers Cybertron.
Oh yeah, I got that.
There we go.
It's frozen.
I've actually got all of the Unicron trilogy.
Yeah, so do I.
Entire Unicron. I've got Transformers Animated.
Yep.
I've got 2 copies of the movie. One on DVD, one on Blu. Well, I've got the DVD, the 20th anniversary, and I've got the Blu-ray.
Oh. Okay.
I've got.
Yeah.
I'm missing 1 set to have the entire G1. I'm missing Season 2, Part 2.
I need is the Japanese set.
Oh, you have the
I need the Japanese.
You don't have the Matrix set?
No, I don't have the. I couldn't afford it, I don't have commercials to donate to Shout Factory.
Oh, well, this is true.
I don't have the G.I. Joe fucking box either, as much as I love it.
They gave me the Transformers set for free for contributing to commercials and helping out with some of the research.
Not all of us had good quality VHS tapes that we could give the Shout Factory.
But I did the same for G.I. Joe, but on a smaller scale, and they weren't able to give me a free copy of that, or just 1 or 2. But I got it as a Christmas gift anyway, so I was still happy. It was still free to me. That's all that matters.
Really cool to contribute to a DVD set in some way.
It was. I was actually talking to some of my coworkers about that the other day, just telling them about that, and I said it was awesome, just feeling like I'm now a part of the Transformers legacy in some way.
The Sean McClane name will no longer be confused for John McClane.
That's right.
It will only be confused for Transformers people.
That's right. So yeah, so it's cool.
I would like to either do that, but I don't know if anyone else shares the same thing. But to me, my one dream as like being a serious critic is when I get like a quote on the back of a box, like something you said is good enough to be on the fucking case.
I hated it.
You know me, Sean. I don't hate a lot of things.
So it's probably the best movie ever, and then it will actually have been a sarcastic comment since Transformers 2.
Actually, I'm not even kidding when I say this. When I made that piece of shit Around the USA movie, I actually wanted to put on the back, like I had joke quotes on it, like I'm so proud of him, Chris's mother, stuff like that. I wanted a joke where it was a continuation of clearly an out of context review where it says ... What are you talking about? This movie's awesome. Brendan Henriksen. But like, I was hard pressed to make the damn thing. I was like, I won't even bother. But I really wanted to do that joke where it would reference him.
What are you talking about? It's a good movie.
Geeky.com. What are you talking about? That movie's awesome.
See, that would be the ultimate moment for us, is getting Geeky.com printed on the back of a DVD or Blu-ray.
That would be cool. If I ever make another DVD, I'll make sure that Geeky gets the first screen, and I purposely put the quote on there.
No
matter what.
Of course,
where all it says is epic belch.
The quote, of course, will be chicken and waffles.
Well, that's the production company.
No, here's the quote. It's better than the first movie, but that's not saying much.
And then it's like, what first movie?
Exactly. Yeah. That's the point. Yeah.
There needs to be there needs to be a DVD with it that says Sean McClane, ZarenEisberg.com, epic belch is the quote. It's not even a review. It's
just in brackets, epic belch.
Just like in brackets, epic belch.
No, yeah, the geeky.com one.
Even more of a dick, somebody needs to like record his belch and try to spell it with like a lowercase and uppercase
onomatopoeia and shit.
Yeah.
Satanic noises rumbles from.
It's funny. It's not even a quote. It's the fucking audio wave printed onto the camera.
There's like a push. There's a little circuitry to push. Yeah, when you push it, it just belches.
It just belches.
With quotation
I think if it was going to be an accurate
Let's
Brandon
get that on the
Hendrickson
next Multimedia
quote.
Chronicles DVD collection.
Which
It would
bogus
have to be
quotes
on a
from viewers.
yeah.
Don't worry, Sean. You and I share the same thing.
Lowercase.
Nobody bought our DVDs.
It
Yeah.
would have to be on the back of a bad movie, and it would have Brandon's name, and it'll just say, "I hope that somebody in the movie or the director dies of cancer," or just something horrible. You know.
What was that? What was that shitty
wish
horror
death
movie
upon
that
this
Stoudman
person
made us
that-
watch?
And
you're right.
Wish 1,000 cancers upon your
What
family.
was that
I don't know.
fucking?
In your
Dead on
generations to
sight?
follow.
Yeah.
On site.
it was dead on sight. I guarantee you.
That's right. Dead on sight. That was it.
It's always
with the
dead
generic
on
fucking
sight.
movie.
The generic white blank pizza boxes.
Yes, a white.
How many
DVD case
times
with
the
black
fucking girl had a
text
new
printed on the
theory?
front.
Mm.
I have a theory. Really? You've had about 7 of those this entire movie.
You and the theories, oy vey.
So I think we'll wind things down about 5 minutes, gang, because I am barely conscious.
Oh, dear. How long has it been? How long has the show been going?
2 hours.
About 2 hours.
A couple hours.
Damn.
We usually do around 3, depending on
Once
how
we did an
energetic.
8-hour stream with Sean building a bookshelf for 4.5 of it.
Well, because I was, yes, if there's heavy drinking involved, they tend to run longer.
Yeah.
There's
No drinkies today?
the time dilation effect and all.
No brewskis for sure.
Well, no, not when the little one's here. That's
Good parent.
however, we're going to be changing up the scheduling a little bit. Rather than me just getting her on weekends, I'll be getting her on alternating weeks, and then we'll be going to 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So it will mean we can spend a lot more time together, and it also means on the off weeks I can drink my face off. So that'll
We
be.
don't see you as much anymore, Daddy.
It kind of had a Mr. Rogers vibe there going for a second. We'll be able to spend a lot more time.
It's good.
And I can drink my face off.
But that's what going way back to the collection chat that we were having going for quite a while. I pulled it off the shelf, but I never got a chance to say it.
Yeah.
That I still hold my record for the cheapest collection set of any kind. I got it for $2 at a half-price books. And it's
Nice.
the 75th anniversary tin set of the Three Stooges.
Oh, there you go.
They were
That's
about
nice
ready
for
to-
the-
they
for
were
the
literally
collectability.
the guy told me the guy told me that he was
me.
about ready to take this and just go throw it in the garbage out back. I go,
Really?
Are you serious?
It's the
Can I
75th
wait?
anniversary tin.
It's the
Like,
75th
can I stand
anniversary
there and wait till
tin,
you let go of it,
complete.
and I'll pick it up? You know.
And
Yeah.
Does that have like actual episodes or just
Yeah.
the same 3 public domain shorts that are on every fucking DVD?
No, this is actually a full remaster collection, along with a bunch of the Three Stooges cartoons, original cartoons.
Which are also in the public domain.
Yeah. Hey,
Let me
It's
just
all actually
ask,
public domain stuff, but
is
still, I mean, it's
Bride
cool
in the Scroom,
to have it all
Disorder in
collected.
the Court, and Malice in the Palace on that set?
Yeah, well, those are on all the sets.
Well, because they're all in the public domain.
Yeah.
But good thing, too, Disorder in the Court's actually...
Rosie has a bunch of episodes of the cartoons on her 200 family cartoons collection.
Oh, that Mill Creek set.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Mill Creek.
I think
Well, maybe it is. I actually don't know.
Either that or it's Brentwood right before Mill Creek bought all basically got all that shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, that's a nice.
It's huge. It's basically a massive collection of public domain cartoons, and there's actually some really good rare stuff in there. Like there's every episode of Frady Cat, which is a rare Filmation cartoon that BCI never released. So, as far as I know, it's the only way to get it. Does
it include Hoppity Opa?
It comes with a bunch of these pictures here. Like I said, it was a full-on box set.
Oh, that's pretty
pictures
nice.
from the set.
For $2, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, it has, I don't know how many episodes are on it. I only watched very little of it.
I actually have the Three Stooges collection, the Ultimate Collection box, and I use box in quotation. Basically, it's a shoebox. The box is garbage. Just take out the discs. The set, like it's the regular releases. Just put those on the shelves. The fucking box is garbage. It's the worst box set I've ever seen.
Awesome.
It's cheap. It's cheaper to buy that than to buy all the sets separately. At least it was at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I can have all the sets plus this new material and a flimsy piece of cardboard that I can throw away.
Oh, okay, here we go.
The Three Stooges set is public domain. It's by Madison. Continue.
It's got Disorder in the Court, Brideless Groom, Malice in the Palace. Sing a Song of Six Pants.
Wow, they paid a whole
the last movie they ever made in 1970, Cook's Tour, as well. Like I said, along with the 8 classic cartoons, Be My Honey, Little Bear, and a bunch of others.
They're classic cartoons because it's the only ones they could afford.
Yeah.
Doesn't that tin come with like a button?
I mean, there wasn't exactly much of the Three Stooges that really isn't public domain nowadays. So it's kind of hard to find DVD
well, I mean,
sets.
you've got like 7 or 8 volumes of licensed material.
Yeah, and also you got to compare the quality of the public domain sets versus what's been remastered on DVD.
True.
So.
And again, my favorite movie of all time is in the public domain.
Which one?
So fun.
M. You know M.
Oh, M. Yes.
So doesn't that tin have like a button on it that you can press?
Yes, it does. The button's a little.
Ooh, let's push each other's buttons.
It just kind of makes a little.
That's a dead battery. That's the battery on the flash legs with just a little bit of power.
But what's nice about this, unlike other sets, is that it's just a couple screws and I can replace the nice $3 button cell battery that.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Unlike the.
Well, there you go. $3. You got your money's worth just in the battery.
Like I said, unlike the first season of 24 in the clock set, I can replace those batteries, so it's just dead. There's just.
The Evil Dead set, you know.
There was, the Evil Dead set, you can't get in there. Well, I guess you could, but you'd have to rip the whole fucking thing apart. It hasn't already fallen apart on its own.
Again, also the season 1 of 24 is also a tin metal, almost like a really thick.
See,
I don't even think there's a way to replace the battery in this thing.
See, apparently, in the case of Universal, they heard those many complaints about those many sets, and when they released the complete series set of Knight Rider, you can replace the battery.
Yeah, I know one person who has that set who is very happy that he can replace the battery.
Yes. Because there's... Yes, that's right.
Chris Ackerman.
Sergeant Pepper.
Sergeant Pepper.
1138, that's right. Yeah, because there's a button on the box set, for those of you who don't know, that not only makes the light, the oscillating light go on the front of the set, but it plays the first little bit of the Knight Rider theme as well.
I remember he used to taunt Sean with it all the time. He'd just like sit there in the door and just go push it.
Yes.
Just like play
I still don't have that set either. I need to get that.
You've got plenty.
Yeah.
I'm in no rush to get it because I know you're not going to want to hear this. I love the show. I've just never been a huge fan of it.
Oh.
Never watched a bunch of it or anything. I don't know enough to buy the whole series.
It's
Oh,
good
how
times.
dare you!
When
I used to watch a
when
lot.
you have Blu-ray DVD collecting injected into like a fucking heroin needle, like Sean and I have, you don't care if you're not a fan of it. You want whatever cool thing is out there.
Exactly.
Oh,
I just
trust
spent
me,
I know-
I know what
$200 on
I
limited
know what
edition
it's
set.
like.
So, yeah.
I know what it's like to have the collecting injection needle stuck into me somewhere. Like I said, because again, I own
Well,
fucking
he's a
St. John's Wort.
Game collector,
Fan.
yes, he knows.
That's why
I can't even
bought the
play.
Halloween
It's
set. I have
completely
everything in that
Japanese.
Halloween set already. I have everything in the Halloween set already, and I still fucking bought it.
Yeah.
I have all the special features around there except for the Shout Factory ones. Like, and it's like 4 special features that I just paid $118 for.
There you go. Do you have the producer's cut of Halloween 6, though?
I have a bootleg of it. It's been running around for a while.
Well, so now you get a nice quality copy of it.
Yeah, now I get high def. Yeah.
I still have that Transformers bootleg that you sent me a long time ago.
Chinese set?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually right next to the Blade Runner briefcase on display.
Awesome.
It goes from I got a bootleg to hey, I got a bootleg.
Bootlegs are cool. There's
Well,
something
some of
unique
them are-
about them.
Yeah.
Like
some
I've
of
got
them
the
have
Star Wars
interesting
Holiday
packaging.
Special on bootleg.
Well, that's the only way you can get
There's
that.
the only way.
Well, true,
For
of course.
now.
but-
Anyway, until Disney decides there's a buck to be made and releases it.
You know
Do they-
what would
do
be
they own
absolutely
that?
hilarious?
Do they actually own the Holiday Special?
They own all things Star Wars. They own LucasArts lock, stock, and barrel, period.
They even
They could
own,
like
they
an
own the
Easter egg
works.
on the reissue sets.
they even own the awkward no smoking commercials with R2D2 and C3PO.
Yeah, I remember those. I remember those when I was a kid. I was so shocked
God.
to see R2 smoking.
Yes.
Because he wasn't really smoking. He just had like one of his little pincers out holding a cigarette.
Oh, Lord.
C3PO came along and began to chastise him.
R2, what are you doing?
How
Smoking
the hell does a droid smoke?
It's like you're a robot.
Is that a cigarette?
You can
You can probably find it on YouTube.
you can inhale anthrax and not have a problem.
You know what? Disney needs to reissue C-3POs.
The cereals.
I
The
was-
cereal.
I'm sure they own that.
Skinslip posted about it. I was so happy to hear that the original guy who plays C3PO refused.
Anthony Daniels.
Yes, he refuses to have C3PO be CGI. And he will
Yeah.
be reprising his role in the new Star Wars movie.
Yep.
I wasn't really worried about shit like that with the friggin' puppetry I saw in some of those videos that they're shooting on the set.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive what I've seen so far. Yeah.
I don't know if I view this the same way as everyone else, but seeing Guardians, because unlike you guys, I'm not a big comic book reader, so I didn't really know about the characters firsthand.
You don't
But
need
seeing
to know
Guardians-
about them to see the movie.
But seeing Guardians as a movie, after I saw it, I was like, this for anyone who's still a little hesitant, I think this gives hope that Disney kind of knows what they're doing with Star Wars, because Guardians had a lot of Star Wars homage and heart to it. It's like, yeah, Disney can handle Star Wars after this movie.
I had
It's
that
basically-
first initial fear when Disney acquired Star Wars. Like I said, but then I started watching a lot more Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
watched.
everybody had those
the
same
Avengers.
fears. Yeah, everybody had those same fears when Disney bought Marvel. And look at what they've done with it.
Yeah, we
And
got
it's
the
just
Avengers.
It's pretty amazing stuff.
incredible. And I now all the fears that I had with Disney owning Star Wars gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I don't think they could have picked a better company actually to put.
But don't you worry, Disney's working on buying Hasbro next.
Oh boy,
Maybe they can unfuck some things.
it's gonna really like the season 3 DVD release is episode order, which we've been having so much fun with our group screenings.
Sean, you mentioned the smoking ad, right? I
Yes.
actually used that in one of my public service announcement videos that I made
Oh, did
I
you?
remember
many
that.
years back.
That's
and I put the
hilarious.
link in the chat.
All right, well,
I
I'll have to
do
put it in the
remember that.
description for the video.
I argue that the John Waters no smoking ad is better. If anyone's ever seen that.
John Waters.
Yeah, Pink Flamingos.
Oh God, here it
The
is.
filmmaker, John Waters. His non-smoking ad is hilarious because it's extremely hypocritical.
Smoking isn't grown up at all.
Oh, I love the end.
Don't you two send a cigarette?
Yeah. Oh my god. You almost beat me with this video style. You got so
the
damn.
hell? You are on crack, Stoud.
The bit of explanation with this video is that back before we were hanging out with you, Sean, it was in the YouTube chat on Stickam, and it was me and Stoud were having this public service announcement war, and we'd post
Stoudman.
And we'd post these videos. God, we did them almost daily, like several times a day. We had these videos going up, just back and forth, making stupid public service announcement videos. And yeah, he almost had me with that one. I think that one posted, and then I literally posted the Arnold Schwarzenegger riding Falcor right after that one.
You gotta link to that motherfucker. I gotta see that. I've never seen that.
I go to YouTube. Not on this account.
Oh, hello? There.
Hello.
Okay. The fuck happened there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Google?
I wasn't even aware there was a problem.
Everything froze for like 30 seconds.
Interesting.
Not for me.
Yeah, I blame Google.
Go home, Google, you're drunk.
Google.
The Remaker asks, what are our preferred movie takes on Dracula and Frankenstein? My Dracula is Dracula 1979, and my favorite Frankenstein is Frankenstein the Monster from Hell.
1931. Both of them. Thank you.
Yeah.
Young
Yeah,
Frankenstein and Dracula Dead and Loving.
Oh,
I
God.
was going to say the same thing!
Dracula Dead and Loving is bad, though.
I just wanted to have the dick answer.
Yeah, I know, right?
Actually, one of my other favorite Draculas was the original Nosferatu as well. Just such a beautiful, moody movie.
What about
Great, love the visuals of that. Which one?
There's the link.
Herzogs.
I haven't actually seen it. I've been wanting to see it for ages. I just haven't got around to it.
You know, I
Scream
really
Factory
loved
has
I,
already released it.
Frankenstein. I think that's
I
my
need to
favorite
get it.
Frankenstein movie.
Oh,
What?
God.
I think I, Frankenstein is my favorite Frankenstein movie.
Frankenstein. I liked the one that Kenneth Branagh did.
Mary Shelley?
93 or 92 one?
Yeah.
That's the one with Robert De Niro as the monster?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
There was moments in that were genuinely horrific, and I thought that was really good.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a dick when I say this, but like Robert De Niro playing the monster is like John Wayne playing fucking. Why am I blanking on the character's name from that fucking movie that gave everyone cancer?
Oh.
The great
Philadelphia. Oh no, that was A.
That's a movie about cancer. No.
Eric, that was brilliant. I just want to point that out.
Fuck. Why am I blanking on this fucking name? The fucking Asian dictator that raped and killed women.
Wow, that's very specific, considering there's a lot of them.
I'm sorry, Brendan.
It's the turn of the century, man. It's the turn of last century, actually.
He was.
Janu,
This is how bad my history is. He's in Bill and Ted.
Genghis Khan?
Thank you, Genghis.
He didn't particularly do a lot of raping, tons of pillaging, though.
As far as
Genghis Khan, John Wayne playing Genghis Khan. Does anyone remember that movie?
The Conqueror is so
The
bad.
Conqueror. It's a gloriously bad movie.
well,
it's fucking awful.
I don't think I put
Genghis
that on the
Khan.
same page as Robert De Niro as the monster.
I don't know. What I'm saying is that it's just as head scratching. I'm not saying he was bad in the movie, but it's like just as John is
really
disappointed.
He's done with you, sir. Just heads up.
I think you mean heads down in his case.
Oh.
2 heads
All
down.
right. We went a little longer than I had originally planned. That's okay. We did it because we love you. But we're going now because I'm tired.
Because we don't love you that much.
Yeah. So
You don't like him when he's tired.
this is my gift to you. We can all get a wonderful night's sleep tonight. Me to you. Because I love you. I'm just fucking rambling so much right now. All right.
Keep it up. It's going to go for another hour.
Let's go. Let's go away now. I need more than 3 hours of sleep tonight.
You'll get twice as much, guaranteed.
What?
Your daughter will get you up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You'll get twice as much, guaranteed.
She swears she's gonna sleep in, but
Uh-huh.
believe her. Well, she's really looking forward to playing more of the Simpsons games.
So it'll be 7 when she wakes you up. That's her sleep in.
Right. Or she'll play the Simpsons game a little bit and then come barging in. Daddy, I got to this new level. Like, ah!
Go!
Play the
No.
fucking game.
Good. Show me later. Get more new levels.
That's what happens when you
No
make
way.
consoles with wireless controllers.
Let me sleep. Please let me sleep.
For the love of everything that is unholy, just let me sleep.
Yeah. I might watch a movie before I go to bed. Just because
Don't
that's
do
how I
that.
roll.
But you might want to end your show.
Well, I will obviously end the show first, yes. Alright.
Keep your mind on track.
On Shrek?
Yes.
Sure, we'll
Keep
go
your
with
mind on Shrek. Okay. That'll help me sleep.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Well, this is true. In case you're wondering why I keep angling my camera up every time I get up, it's because this whole entire night